Hey, welcome to the show, everyone. We have comedian magician Eric Thompson joining us a little later. This week, we're going to talk about a facial recognition company that was hacked. Steven Spielberg's daughter is a porn star now. Having this item might make you a jerk, according to science. And the coronavirus may postpone the Olympics. We also got Would You Rather, Crazy News, Playing with Balls, and much more. Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. Welcome to the Epic Radio Show. I am your host, Epic. We have a great show for you guys today. Like I said before, we have comedian magician Eric Thompson to speak with us a little later. To my left, we have the one they call Chris Kettler.
Morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
No, don't ask me. It's Sunday, man. I had a rough week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about?
I just got home late because I had to stop and buy condoms on the way home last night. Man.
Damn.
You know how those things
Getting
are.
busy, getting down.
You know, I still got a little left to give and stuff. But, you know, these people in the stores, I don't understand them. I just want to get in and get out and buy the condoms and get home and stuff.
That's what she said.
Yeah, get in, get out.
That's right.
Yeah, just clean up after yourself when you're done, you know? So
For sure.
I'm leaving the store with the condom, and the guy says, "Hey, don't you want a bag with those?" And I'm like, I don't think I need a bag. I don't think she's that ugly.
That was great.
So good.
Yes, where's the applause for that?
I guess.
Yes, that was
Thank you.
amazing.
I
Yes.
Thank you. So I'm hanging in there.
Hey, Antonio.
He
Thank
feels
you
like
for
he's
joining
gonna
us.
shit himself.
Nice.
That's very great. That sounds like a bad time.
That would be a bad.
It does.
Sorry, Antonio.
Loops. What did he mean by that?
I have
Oops.
no idea what that is.
Did
don't
he
know.
mean oops?
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Damn
what he meant.
autocorrect.
I don't know what
That's
he's trying
what
to
it
say
is.
here.
There's a little you-
And this
That
pretty little lady that you hear behind the glass
Behind the
she
glass.
is Ashley.
Hi. I also had to stop at the store and buy condoms for other reasons.
Yeah.
Did they
Nice.
try to give you a bag too?
Yeah, and I said, yeah, I need that bag.
You know, that's some bullshit. Yeah.
Hey, who said we were talking about you? We're not talking
Oh.
It's not always about you.
Well, that's even worse.
We're not always talking about you. It's not always about you just because it's your show.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
True that. So we do have a great show for you guys today. But first, let me do our little pluggy plugs.
Here they come.
So, you know, make sure you follow us on the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Follow us on the epicradioshow.com for all your news and entertainment. We're
weird
working on
stuff.
getting some blogs written.
Blogs.
The awesome
Blogs.
Ryan
Ryan
Hufford. Yeah, I could not think of his last name for a second.
Ryan's the coolest
Ryan
dude in the
Hufford,
world,
yes.
isn't he?
Yes.
Whatever last name
He
you can think
is
of.
helping me get that together. But yeah. So
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
we'll have Playing with Balls a little later, Crazy News, Would You Rather.
all that stuff.
And
But
more.
first,
But hold on a minute.
Here we go.
we're going to go into our first topic.
Which is what?
And apparently, this facial recognition company that works with law enforcement says its entire client list was stolen.
Ta-da!
Clearview AI, which contracts with law enforcement after reportedly scrapping 3 billion images from the web, now says someone got unauthorized access to its list of customers. Yeah. So, what do you guys think about this? I think it's.
That was a weird one. I don't know what that was.
I think it's kind of ironic that you're a security company that deals with facial recognition, and somebody hacks your shit without you even knowing.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. That means you need to kind of.
They got no facial recognition on this person at all.
That kind of sucks. Like, yeah, it kind of sucks.
You had one job.
It's facial
one
recognition.
job.
Come on. Yeah, right.
You're supposed to be recognizing faces.
And
What's happening?
And keep the data secure. But no.
What are you doing?
No, they blew it.
How are you gonna get anyone to trust you anymore?
Yeah.
You're not. It's not gonna happen.
I would hate to hold their stocks
That's what I was
because
thinking.
it's about to plummet. Hopefully they did some what's her name?
Give us a
The
clue.
bitch that can sew and shit.
That can sew?
Yeah.
Betsy Ross?
No,
What?
no.
What are we talking? Where'd we go? I just said hi to somebody.
God damn
Where'd
it.
we go?
I'm trying to think of that chick's name, man. She went to prison for the stock thing.
Oh, the inside trader, the lady from New England. So I know who you're talking about.
Now she has a show with Snoop Dogg.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart.
Yes,
Why
Stewart.
couldn't I think
that
of
was
that?
not.
Martha
None of the things you were saying were helpful in that
Stewart.
moment. I was like, what?
She can sew.
She sews.
I thought Martha Stewart was not that lady.
Martha Stewart doesn't
I'm just saying,
sew.
if
She
I-
hires somebody to sew.
I hope a lot of people were Martha Stewart when this thing hit.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but like if someone says, "Hey,
Hey.
these stocks are about to tank," I'd be like, "Thank you, I'm
Thank
pulling
you.
my money
This is
out
great.
now."
This is great.
I think that is kind of bullshit that you
Yeah,
can't
Antonio said Martha
get
Stewart.
any warning for that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, that was
Warning,
the worst.
warning, our
you should have been like, oh, she's best friends with Snoop Dogg. That would have gave it away a lot sooner.
That wouldn't
Well, she
help me.
wasn't before. She got.
I know,
street
but now
cred.
she is. Now
Yeah,
her and Snoop Dogg are best friends. That would have been very
Yeah.
helpful. I've been like, oh yeah. Martha
She has street
Stewart,
cred
yeah.
now. She was in prison.
right. She's hanging with.
She shanked a couple motherfuckers
Yeah,
in
she
there.
got some.
and
Yeah, she got.
now
Now she's
with a
got
finely
a
crafted shank.
exactly.
finely crafted. Has to be.
It's like
finely.
Shank by Martha Stewart.
By Martha Stewart. The Martha Stewart edition.
She took one of those wooden ice cream
Yeah,
spoons
we
and
did.
cut it up into a shank. Yeah.
That's pretty great. The Martha Stewart edition.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Martha Stewart being a G is like the best thing that happened to anyone.
The Stewarts and
Being a G is
Being a
like
G.
better than sliced bread right now. You know,
Yeah.
bread that she makes.
Yeah, because she makes bread and she like.
She does everything.
Okay, this is great, Martha
She's
Stewart.
a beast. She even does roast.
Ew. Antonio said, I heard she gives great head. That's gross. How would you know, Antonio? When did you come in contact with Martha
Hey,
Stewart?
you know what? Every man's got to have a dream and a fantasy. Let him go. If he's,
About Martha
you know,
Stewart?
Yeah, if that's his thing,
I guess.
if he likes crafty women, in
And
the
Jay,
bed.
Antonio can't see you in the chat because you're
He's on
using
Facebook
YouTube,
and you're on YouTube.
and he's on Facebook.
Yeah.
But
If you were in studio, Jay, everybody would see
yes,
it.
but Antonio, Jay said, "Antonio, what's up, boy?" That's yes.
That's funny.
Well,
That
Jay
is funny.
also said Snoop Dogg would know.
Snoop Dogg would know. Ew. Gross.
Yes.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, oh yeah.
So
this
what are
little
they
white
gonna-
bitch.
So
what?
So what,
Access denied.
what would somebody do with all these facial images? What are they going to do with them? What's the purpose of stealing?
You know,
Gross.
I don't get. Well,
other
That's
than wrecking
gross,
a business.
Antonio.
the only thing I could see is one.
How
You
this
know-
turn into Martha Stewart?
I don't know. Oh, because of insider trading. Because I said
okay.
that this probably affected
Yeah,
their stocks.
there you go.
Womp, womp, womp.
I get it.
No, but what I'm thinking is either the only people that could benefit from something like this would be another country, right? Wouldn't you think?
By stealing your images, or is
Well,
it,
yeah. I mean,
is
why
it
not?
Just
No.
facial recognition,
well,
or
it's-
is it tied to
I mean,
stuff?
it was tied to law enforcement.
Yeah,
So I mean,
Yeah.
any information can be valuable in the right
Right.
hands.
right. Well,
Because I'm sure with this facial recognition, they have to have some sort of info on the person, right? Not just it recognizing your face, but knowing
Who
your
and what you
name,
are and where
maybe
you
where
are.
you live,
Maybe where
phone
you
number,
live.
what your record is, maybe what your
Record.
credit is.
Bum,
you know, you don't
bum.
know how far
porn
this
search
goes.
history.
Yeah. You know, web browser history.
It's crazy.
You better make sure you You better make sure that you clear that browser history, dog.
That's silly.
Nobody wants to see midget porn
Well,
on your clear. I mean, well, people do.
I'm about to say,
but no,
don't say nobody, because
Yeah.
people do. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
there's
the thing.
It was on Jay's browser history. I saw.
you know, they'll find out you're into like some eyes wide shut shit. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. Ugh.
Antonio said a bunch of Mexicans are stealing our identity.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Build the
how I feel about
cyber
that.
wall, huh?
He said we're going to use it for cloning.
That's a long laugh. That was long.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
That was
something-
kind of like Saw.
He said some
Yeah,
guy.
Weird.
He said some guy named Jose has a name Bob,
Bob
Smith,
Smith.
now.
He also said he fucked the shit out of Martha Stewart. I don't know, like
Hey, I bet back in the day she was
something.
hot though.
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm gonna, because
she hang with
she's-
the cool cats. So
well,
you
the
know.
thing is, she's not horrible to look at now. I mean,
No, she's
for
an
her
attractive-
age,
yeah.
I'm saying,
Right, right.
like it's not like I'm not in any way saying like she's smoking now. But you know how you can look at somebody and like, damn, at one time you were probably pretty
I did
hot.
not know she was 78.
Yeah, she's 78 and
Holy
she looks like that.
shit.
Yes. So just imagine when
Yeah.
she was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give her credit. She wasn't that bad looking when she was younger.
I've heard she's into
Yeah.
cosplay, so that would be pretty cool.
Oh,
I bet
snap.
she goes
She was
nuts
pretty
on
cute,
that. You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I mean, making her own, cosplay all maxed out.
Some pictures
Yeah,
are more
that's
flattering of her, but she's pretty cute.
Yeah, I want to see this. I
Yeah,
want to see
it's-
these.
yeah.
Some cosplay Martha Stewart.
No.
you know?
Maybe
not that.
that's what he's talking
She's
about.
dressed up as Zelda and stuff. You know?
I had to look because I'm like, well, I've never thought about what does Martha Stewart look like younger? Because everyone thinks of Betty White,
Yeah.
Oh, what does Betty White
she
look
was
like?
not
younger?
bad at
That's
all.
what I'm
I mean,
saying.
like, look at this one. She was
Yeah.
pretty foxy.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that
She
wasn't.
can knit my sweater
She
anytime.
can knit you a sweater anytime she wants. I thought the whole thing is like she cooks. Like, why are you sitting there talking about knitting?
Yeah.
No,
stuff?
she does everything.
Does
she
That's
knit
her
too?
thing.
I thought
No,
she
she
was-
does everything. She has
Oh,
she has
no, I
clothing.
didn't want to click on
She
that.
has like she does quilts and
Yeah.
and
Quilts.
and no, I'm saying like she does
I know.
quilts and she does like comforters and she has like
Oh.
bedroom sets. I mean, literally, she can do anything when it comes to
Anything.
like all that shit. Yeah.
Epic. The greatest part about dating her would be you. She's the kind of woman that after sex you could say, "Hey, honey, make me a sandwich."
And she probably would.
And
She'd be
she'd
like-
go nuts for
like,
you on it,
yeah.
man. I mean, it'd be like
Yeah.
some chutney on it. And some
Yeah.
It would be like a
smoked
complicated
cheese,
sandwich,
too. And you're going to be like, yeah.
This is great. This is great. I don't even do that. I'm just like, I'm going to
Antonio
sleep.
said her stink muff is pretty tight.
Like her.
Again, he's been there, huh?
Yeah, apparently Antonio's been to
He's-
places that we've
Yeah.
never been
Yeah.
to.
We miss you, Antonio.
He's
Yeah.
visiting the Stewarts.
You know, I'm thinking about doing an outside show again. It probably won't be in time for St. Patrick's Day, because it's too close. It's
Yeah.
a lot of planning for that.
What the fuck is that? I have no idea what sound effects that
But
is.
anyways,
it was.
but I was thinking, Antonio, if you're up for
That's
it, when we
funny.
do, when we do this, if you'd like to join us,
Yeah.
and do them interviews like you did last year, that would be
Cameo.
amazing. You were so funny with that shit.
Oh yeah, last year was hilarious.
You're gonna have to push that button again for that sound effect.
I don't know which one it was.
Then exit the app.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it
Like, don't
turned
know
down.
which
They
one it
can't
was.
hear it, but it's
Well,
still
yeah, I
going.
know, but I have no idea which one it was.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's firecrackers. You
It
can-
probably was.
I don't. I
Yeah.
was just scrolling and it automatically.
Well,
clicked
that
on one.
happens.
I'm
It's
like,
sensitive
oh.
sometimes. It's fine.
Begins with the letter F. Firecracker.
Or fuck, right?
Right, or fuck.
Yeah.
That
whatever.
wasn't a fuck sound, though. That
Yeah,
was
it's a
firecracker
joke.
sound.
Yeah, I know. Stink muff is hilarious, Anastasia.
Michael James says, "Come to Moderna."
That would be
Moderna.
nice. We could do that.
Moderna.
We could go to Medina and do it.
Why aren't you saying it right?
Oh, Moderna. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. Thank you.
Medina?
Moderna.
Why
Moderna.
Moderna? There's no R in Medina.
Now
There's
listen.
all right, so this is what we call Medina. We call it Moderna
Okay.
because the dirt live there. But
But the reason.
but there's actually another reason why. So we were watching the news. This was probably like 5 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
And we were watching a weather report, and he mispronounced Medina by
Medina.
saying Moderna. And we thought it was the funniest
Thing
shit we
ever.
ever heard. So we've always called it Moderna
Moderna.
ever since then.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not just it's
sorry.
not random. There's a reason.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So it's like our inside joke,
Yep.
kind of, you know? if
Yeah,
that
so
makes
when people
sense.
mention Medina, we're like, oh, you mean Moderna?
Yeah.
So, and there's a whole language to go with it, but we're not going to get into that.
There's a whole
We're not
Moderna.
doing that at your house, dude. Like,
He wants us to do it at his house.
No.
That's weird, the way I just said that. But
Yeah,
that's...
in his bed.
there's something missing
Ew.
to that conversation. The rest of us are all scratching our heads here.
that's
For sure.
What are we doing in Moderna?
We go to McDonald's
We go
at
to
Moderna.
McDonald's in Moderna. And it's like you,
You
don't
might
even
run
know
into
what
a
we're
Derner,
saying.
sir.
Or a Dirk. He says, I'm not slow. Well, that weatherman
But
sure
he
was.
said, I'm not SCO, and then he had to
Then he
change
said
it to
slow.
So you're
So
not.
you know
you're-
what, Michael
Yeah,
James?
you
I
just
don't
proved
know.
our point. I'm sorry.
Like, we don't know, man. We don't know.
Jeez.
No, he's
Anyways,
not slow.
we're-
He's go. Everybody, there's a difference.
But anyways,
Don't judge him for it, guys.
Anyway.
we have to take a break so we could get this guest on, Eric Thompson.
Yeah.
So just sit tight. We'll be right back.
Or sit
Don't
loose.
go anywhere.
Whatever.
Sit loose.
And you're gonna
Whatever.
peek behind the curtain here.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be right back to the Epic Radio Show. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Epic Radio Show, live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play, and take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show.
Hey, Epic fans, this is Jay Val. Home buying is complicated. You need someone who you can trust and has your best interest in mind and not just the size of the commission check. That someone is Jeremy Rodriguez with Russell Real Estate. Jeremy grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and a graduate from James Ford Rhodes High School in 2001. If you are looking to sell your home, searching for your next home, or if you just want to talk about the process, please feel free to contact him. As an agent who himself still resides in Cleveland, he knows the neighborhood, the schools, and the market inside out. Get in touch with Jeremy. He is happy to help you with all your needs, from helping you identify a lender to getting a moving truck and even helping you pack. Call Jeremy Rodriguez now at 216-287-1766 or email him at jeremysellsdreams@gmail.com. Find him on Facebook now. That number again is 216-287-1766.
Hey guys, this week you can find Funny Noises Productions at Jilly's Music Room on Tuesday at 8 p.m. and Friday. There are two shows, first at 5:30 at Jilly's Music Room and then at 9 p.m. at the Whistle and Keg in Cleveland. Sunday they are back at the Pharmacy Bar and Grill at 8 p.m. And remember, Funny Noises Productions, comedy so funny you will FNP.
All right, welcome back, everyone. On the line right now, I have magician / comedian Eric Thompson. How you doing today, buddy?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing great over here. How about yourself?
Awesome.
It sounds like you're
Everything.
driving. Is that right?
I am. I'm going. This is a 65-mile-an-hour interview.
Oh wow, that's pretty sweet. So
Is it too noisy?
oh no, I've been
He
doing this so
recognizes the
long, I
sound.
could just tell, if that makes sense.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying before, we came back from break. I was really impressed. I was looking up some of your stuff on YouTube and everything. I was really impressed with the fact that like you've been around and doing this for so long, and you're really funny, and the tricks that you do are really amazing. Like I was like really blown away by everything. What got you into like being a magician and
Well,
go ahead.
well, first of all, thank you. That's the ultimate compliment. When somebody comes up to me and goes, "Yeah, I know how you do that." That's a little different. What got me into it? Every little boy when he's 10, 11, 12 years old wants to be a magician, with rare exception. And most little girls go through a period there where they want to be a magic guy. They want to be a magician. And apparently I never outgrew that. We had that little scholastic book club. I was in, I don't know, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. We could buy books. You'd save your allowance and buy books through that little program at school with the flyer. Did you guys have that?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
We, if there was a magic book or a joke book, I got it. And, it's really cool. I'm very nostalgic. I still have all of those books. And now my grandchildren and I read those books
Wow.
together.
Wow. That is crazy.
So, yeah, it's very cool.
I can't hold on to anything
That
that
is
long
pretty
ever.
cool. So you're saying you never really grew out of the fact, but like, what really started your career though? Like, when did you say, like, hey, I've been doing this for fun. Like now I'm gonna try to actually do this for a living. Like
I never really had that tipping point where I mean, there was not a day that I went, all right, this is it. But I turned pro, started getting paid to do it in 1980.
oh wow.
Had been goofing around with, doing stand up. It wasn't really stand up though. I mean, look, when I was coming up, I graduated high school in 1980. So when I was growing up, there wasn't HBO and there wasn't a stand up comedy special, and there were guys on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and I thought stand up comedians did 5 minutes, and that was their whole act, or they worked in Vegas. That's all I knew, and that's really all there was. So unless you were the opening act for some touring musician, and that's how a lot of comedians got their work that way. So when HBO came along and Showtime and these comedy specials started becoming a thing, I saw Saturday Night Live debut with George Carlin, and of course Steve Martin was a huge success because of Saturday Night Live. That was my tipping point with Steve Martin. I thought, man, he was a magician, then he became a comedian. I can do that. That would be so cool, and he was my hero. Still is.
Yeah. I mean, he's amazing. Like, I love Steve Martin. Like,
Me too.
he actually just had a special with who was it?
With Seinfeld.
Martin
With
Short.
Seinfeld.
No, Martin Short.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
on Netflix. Yeah,
They're on the road.
and that's
I
really
saw-
funny.
I saw that tour. I saw 2 stops on that tour. I went to those, and yeah, it was just amazing. Just an unbelievable thing to see. To see my hero on stage live in front of me. It was kind of like, I guess, what it would have been like to, be the fangirl,
Yeah.
and watch Elvis or the Beatles or something. I mean, it was just amazing.
I mean, you have a pretty impressive resume yourself. I mean, let's see. Let's just go through some of the people you've opened up for. You got Kenny Loggins on here. You got Arlo Guthrie.
Yeah.
Drew Carey, Jay Leno, Sinbad, Tom Arnold, Pauly Shore. I mean, it literally goes on and on. Andrew Dice Clay, Jim Carrey, like, oh my god, like
Crazy.
yeah, it's amazing, like that you've had this career, and like even on your YouTube, if you have a lot of archive footage, like from you being on TV, like network TV and stuff like that, like. It's just kind of like and it's funny because like I feel like this generation just kind of missed you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think if they were able to like see some of the things you do, and because what I think is very unique about your act is you kind of mind fuck people a little bit.
I enjoy
Twice.
being mind fucked.
And sometimes
Love it.
twice in a trick because you'll make it seem like you're messing with somebody, and then at the end of it you'll
Like, no,
reveal
really,
the
like,
trick
yeah.
and realize you've been mind fucking everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
It's great.
And that
Well, that's kind of magic. Magic
Yeah.
is,
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, there are different genres of magic, but most magic is just meant to be fun. And if we can elicit laughter and joy,
yeah.
then what's cool about my show and the way I strive to design it is magic is secondary. That's why it's called the comedy and magic of Eric Thompson, or not the magic and comedy of Eric
Yeah.
Thompson. Comedy comes first. That's way more important that we laugh
Yeah.
than we be perplexed or amazed. So when my show, what my goal is to have you drive home after watching me for an hour or hour and a half show, and in the car about 20 minutes away from the venue, turn to your date and go, wait a minute, how the heck did he do that? Because you were so busy laughing during the show and enjoying it and having such a good time that you didn't realize how absolutely amazing the magic is.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of what happened with me watching your stuff. I was laughing, genuinely
Yeah, we
laughing
thought, like,
through the
oh,
whole
you know,
thing.
yeah.
And then when you actually did the trick, like
It's like,
the
wait a minute.
reveal, I'm like, damn, like that was really cool, like
A magic trick is no different than a joke. If it's a great joke or a great magic trick, it's made great because it has a surprise ending that nobody saw coming.
yes, I agree.
And
Oh, we're losing you a little bit.
there it is.
Oh, there you go.
We'll pull back the curtain. That's how you write a joke. Tell a story and have a hook surprise ending that nobody saw coming, and that's the key to success.
Medium Marcus said, I took the Steve Martin Master Class course.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. If anybody else in the chat, they have any questions for Mr. Thompson, just feel free to ask during the chat, and I'll try to get your question out there. So
Can I just
go
say, you said a moment ago that you think that this generation missed me. That was a conscious decision.
He chose to let them.
It was on
you're
my
like,
part,
screw
not
these
theirs.
millennials. Yeah.
Right.
No, not at all. No, I still work. So just this weekend, I did a couple of nights in Du Bois, Pennsylvania, and last weekend I was in Florida for 5 nights. And, so I'm still touring and I'm still doing things.
Yeah.
But I have a family. I love spending time with my grandchildren and their parents. My kids.
Yeah, right. I guess.
But
yeah.
Now,
I have an awesome wife. We've been married almost, we're 32 years.
oh wow!
And
Congrats.
and so I'm just thank.
Oh, you keep disappearing on us. You gotta stop doing magic like this. You're so much of a magician. Your voice is even disappearing. Yeah. Oh, there you are. You're
He
back.
was gone. Now he's back.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a conscious decision to not do. I do comedy clubs, but mostly private events, corporate events,
Gotcha.
theater fundraisers, that kind of stuff. That's where that's my wheelhouse. I love that stuff.
What about your family? I mean, what do they think about all this? I mean, do they get kind of like when do you practice jokes and like tricks on them, and are they kind of like eye rolling like another one? Like we're so used to this shit, like, you know what I mean? Or are they still like amazed at you?
No, in a word, the children and my wife, a lot of eye rolling. But that said, my grandchildren love it. And when my kids were younger, I mean, they're all in their 30s now, but when my kids were younger, their friends would come over and they'd come to the house and they would say, "Hey, is your dad here?"
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that was always cool.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like almost like my kids got cheated a little bit because magic was not as cool to them because they were surrounded by it.
Yeah.
So they didn't get to fall in love with magicians and
gotcha.
go through the same thing that all their friends did. But yeah, it was really cool. And of course, we all roll our eyes at whatever our parents are talking about.
Of course. I mean, I'm pretty hilarious, but
your daughter.
I'm pretty hilarious, but my daughter just thinks every joke I tell is a
just
dad
so lame.
joke.
It's terrible.
And it's like the lamest thing ever.
But they're really good
Yeah.
jokes.
It's like, you know what, you little shit. Like, I'm funny. I don't care what you say.
What you say.
You wouldn't know
it's all
what.
good.
Like, she thinks things are funny that are absolutely not funny.
Exactly.
Like,
What does
she
know?
watches some of these videos, and it's like, she's like cracking up, and it's like the stupidest thing ever.
It's like, what is this?
There's definitely a disconnect, I think, with millennials and comedy. I really do.
Like, I
Because
really
they don't get like smart stuff anymore.
I know. It sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
True that.
listen, pal, you're
Oh,
Where'd you go?
losing
There's
you
a lot
again.
Uh-oh.
maybe you are too smart for them.
Yeah.
That could be it.
I mean, probably.
That's probably it.
Yeah, probably it. So
The next generation hates. So
Yeah.
So
that's how it goes.
So how could people find you on social media if you would like them to actually follow you, or are you
If
trying
you would
to
like them to.
trying to shy away from that a little bit?
No. They're welcome. They're welcome to come along and hang out. It's ericthompsonmagic.com.
Okay.
That's kind of the central area. From there, you can find, Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. When I travel, I take a couple.
Uh-oh.
Presto change.
We'll never know what he said.
Would never visit. What?
You were cut out again right as you started talking.
Oh man. Oh, and that is the key to life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry you missed it.
No, that's
am I back?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
All right. What I was saying is I take a couple weeks each year and I go somewhere in the world no American has ever visited. Somewhere where the people are terribly oppressed, where they're hungry, where life is very difficult. And I go there and I do magic. And
Eric's been to my house.
I set up with a local mission group or a children's hospital, some kind of nonprofit charity group that does good work in that region. I've done this on 5 continents in almost 30 different countries.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And what I do when I arrive, I take all the money that I would normally spend on souvenirs, and their local markets, and I buy live chickens. And every family that comes to my show then gets a pair of mating chickens. And as long as Uncle Henry doesn't eat the first 2 birds, those families will have meat, eggs, protein, and nourishment for their family for till the end of time.
Aww.
Because those flocks grow, and they grow so quickly that those kids always have eggs for breakfast every morning or for lunch. They have because they have so many birds, they have chicken, they have meat, and eventually they take the eggs and the birds and they sell them at their market.
Yeah.
And those families make money. So we're actually creating entrepreneurs as well as feeding people.
That's awesome. I mean, and it's better. You're better that way because if you just gave them, say, a meal, that's going to only sustain them that one day. But
That's
if you
right.
give them something that they could actually build off of, and you basically, I mean, you can feed generations like that. But it's up to them.
What I do is the program that I started is called Million Miles, Million Smiles. And when I go do this, I was in China 2 years ago. Now that was pre-coronavirus.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm clean.
I'm good.
But 2 years ago, I spent a couple of weeks in China and Hong Kong. I did about 30 shows. I was at a leper colony. I was in an orphanage, a children's hospital, schools, churches, community centers, and we took care of people. We made their lives better. And when I go, like I've done this in the mountains in Peru and Guatemala. I've done it in West Africa. When I go, I try to live with the people who I'm visiting. So if there's some poor family, I slept on a dirt floor in a church in Guatemala, or slept in a hammock at a children's orphanage in Peru. What that does is it gives them exposure to an American, gives me exposure to, I have experiences that.
So you're just
no
going
tourist,
around exposing
no tourist.
yourself, is what you're saying.
Yes, it's sort of. Let's see if we can clean that up. But yeah.
No,
and it gives me a great deal. I mean, I go there and I help them, but it helps me even more.
I get that. I do.
Aw.
I feel like when you do good, it's almost like a mutually beneficial thing, because I'm when you do good, you feel good about doing it. So it's almost like
Absolutely.
it's like almost like a emotional high you get from doing it. So I mean,
that's exactly right.
Yeah, and I think that if more people did that instead of only thinking about themselves, then I think the world would be a better place. So thank you so much for doing that.
Couldn't agree more. Well, thank you for recognizing that. And if you go to the website, there's a page on my website at ericthompsonmagic.com. One of the pages is called Million Miles, Million Smiles. There's a statement from a young man in Africa who watched my show, and he talks about how one of his quotes is, "When things disappeared, it seemed like they were really gone."
That's funny.
So yeah, it was very cool. It's very cool. I've been very fortunate to get to hang out backstage with some folks that I would never have met, and to have some experiences that would have never been available to me. And it's all because of comedy and magic.
Now, have you ever been to a place where they thought you were a witch?
Oh my god!
Did they try to attack you because they're like, this magic is too real? You're a sorcerer. You know what I mean? Like anything like that?
Yes. Well, I was afraid they would eat me. Yes.
Yeah.
When we were in Africa, my translator would go into the village. I would wait in the van, and he would go into the village and find the chief or the mayor, or there's no electricity, no phones, no running water. So when we would get to the village, I had to wait in the car, and he would go into the village and find whoever was in charge and explain to them what I did. And we could not use, in many parts of Burkina Faso, West Africa, we could not use the word magic.
Oh wow! Yeah,
we had to use the word illusion.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
And they understand tricks, and everybody laughs.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets that it's a joke, and we just laugh, and everybody laughs at the same stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had to be careful with
saying magic. Yeah.
A letter home to my wife. Your husband was delicious.
Right. Like, oh no! Wait a minute. What?
Tastes like chicken.
Very
Is that part of the trick? Yes. All right,
yeah,
man.
no. Most places. There was one instance in Cuba where there's kind of a dark side to magic and religion in some corners, and I wandered into that area. But yeah, it was all cool. I mean, it all works out. Again, and even I think Hitler enjoyed laughing as well. So everybody likes to laugh.
Yeah, he was really laughing when he was gassing them Jews, I guess,
Yeah. Maybe that's where
people's humor is kind of dark.
Maybe that's where the fun, it was a gas. We had a gas.
Oh my God, that's
I'm sorry.
No.
That's horrible and delightful at the same time.
You said delightful.
Too soon?
Too soon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little longer.
Yeah, it's only been almost 100 years. That's cool.
Well, comedy descriptions of comedy are very violent.
Yes,
I killed him.
It is.
I died up there on stage.
Yep.
I slayed, I killed, I crushed.
Yep.
It's a very violent.
Very aggressive, very violent.
I bombed.
I bombed. You're like, oh God, why?
Absolutely.
You got to be careful out there.
Yeah, just as long as I don't have gas during the show, because I've got some mustard gas going on in my stomach right now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
that's a lot.
Impressive.
Yeah. But if they wanted to see you live, how could they do that?
Follow me on Facebook. I post when I'm performing in different regions, and whatever shows I have, I post that on Facebook. And and that's it. I'm mostly, probably 60 to 70% of what I do is private shows. I'll do corporate gigs, sales meetings, that kind of thing.
You do private
annual.
shows, so do you drop it like it's hot during these private shows or what?
Oh my god.
No. No,
He's classy,
get
okay?
with the group. Get with the group here, pal. No, it'll be, some companies having a Christmas party and they want
I get it.
or
Obviously, that was my joke.
I know you do. I know. So it's a lot of private shows. A lot of churches will hire me for stuff. But big, real popular as of over the last 2 years or so has been community theaters. They want to have a fundraiser and they'll call me and we put on a show. We'll do an hour and a half and I share stories of my travels overseas and do all the performance stuff, all the jokes and the tricks, and it's a marvelous thing. Also on the website, there's a video for sale. You can buy the DVD or a digital SD card, and there are 3 programs on there. One of them is a stage show. One of them is a close-up show where I'm sitting at a table with some friends and we just tell jokes and do magic tricks. And then that's about 2.5 hours worth of entertainment there. And then there's another one that's about 10 minutes long. It's a documentary that some students at Kent State University made a couple of years ago where they followed me on some overseas stuff. So there's some videos, some photos, some backstage stuff, some interviews with people. And my show's been translated into 6 languages.
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty cool thing. One of them was even English.
And how would they be able to purchase that DVD?
There's a merchandise section on the website. They can buy it there. It's $15 for the one DVD. If you want both, it's $30. If you'd like them autographed, they're $5.
Okay, so they're $5 if you want them autographed. So you depreciate the value.
Joke, my autograph is so bad.
Yeah, it's depreciated.
Takes it
It
down.
actually lessens the value of stuff. No. The $30 gets you the whole set. It's a good
Gotcha.
deal.
Yeah,
Cool.
that is a
Eric,
good
It's all
deal.
kind of fun, and that $30 is then used to buy chickens
Buy
in other
chickens.
countries
Cool.
to feed
Awesome.
people.
Which is sweet.
Yes.
Give your website address, Eric.
It is
Eric Thompson
Eric
Magic.
ThompsonMagic.com.
Yes. Yep. So EricThompsonMagic.com. You can find him on YouTube, Facebook, all those social
all the
medias.
places.
I've got about 90 minutes of new video that we've taken over the last year. Most of it was professionally recorded, like a comedy special. We're going to cut that up, and that will be added to the YouTube channel probably within the next, probably in about a month.
Awesome.
So there's all kinds of new video coming.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. It's been a real pleasure.
Guys, thank you. This has been a thrill for me, and in all seriousness, I've listened to almost all of the episodes of your program,
Oh,
and
wow.
I just love it. I love what
Thank
you guys
you.
do. It's so much fun.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. We're about to go on break. When we get back, we're going to have Would You Rather. And if you drive an expensive car, you're probably a jerk. And that's according to science.
Not me.
So keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. Don't go anywhere.
Peace out, guys. Thanks.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're listening to the Epic Radio Show live on Facebook.
I'm sorry about the bad connection.
Oh, no,
That's
you're
okay.
fine.
It was fine
It's
most
fine.
of the time.
Yeah, well,
It's
we
all
really
good.
appreciate it, and yeah, we'd like to have you back on eventually. We plan on moving the studio to like a bigger set, and you're from the area, right? You have a 330 area code.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I live in New Falls.
yeah,
Whatever, half hour, 45 minutes or something.
yeah. So when we move the studio, it's more than likely going to be in Parma in the next few weeks. Yeah, so we.
56 minutes from my driveway is Parma.
Yeah, and then that we would love to have you on eventually, and maybe even do some tricks there. You know what I mean?
In studio performance.
It would be a lot different than what we normally do, and we just usually turn tricks on the show. We would actually do
That's right,
tricks, so
yes.
yeah. That's right. That's right. You know, $5 handies. That's why we have the shirt. Yep. All right,
That's a
thanks,
true
Eric.
thing.
Man.
Hey, guys, thank you very much.
No problem. Yep.
too.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye.
We're not going out over.
Alpha Health.
Want to feel like you're part of the show? Get your official The Epic Radio Show merch right now. We have unisex tees, hoodies, mugs, winter hats, baby onesies, and much more. Check it out at www.etsy.com/shop/The Epic Radio Show. Official unisex tees are only $12 and get free shipping on orders over $35. Yup, that's right, you heard me. That's free shipping on orders over $35.
Why do you
Welcome
just
back,
say
guys.
that?
Apparently, you heard our goddamn conversation.
We were talking so much shit.
Because I muted the wrong damn thing.
That's okay.
Yeah, so that's all awesome.
Obviously, it wasn't nothing that crazy.
So we're
Yeah.
Parma bound.
Yeah, we're Parma bound. It's not official on what date or nothing yet.
Westbound and
There's
down.
still going to be some time to work all this out. But yes, the plan is at the moment that we are moving to Parma. We're getting a bigger studio, and we're going to have more in-house guests.
We're going to have a cooking segment, is what he's saying.
Yeah. So
Ashley's going to cook.
Oh yeah, I do that
Yeah.
every day anyway.
Yeah.
So
So letting the cat out the bag a little bit.
on accident, but it's okay.
Mhm.
It's not like no one knew we were moving. Like I'm pretty sure we've already.
Well, we
talked
mentioned
about
it a while back, but there'd been no updates. But it's so
Now you
far-
have one.
It was
Yeah,
kind
so-
of a hush-hush thing, the whole cooking
Well,
show.
well,
We
There's
didn't
gonna
have
be
a
extra
Chris.
stuff,
you
but
know,
we're
we
not
just
talking
didn't
about
want
it.
everybody to know about the cooking segment.
yeah,
Man.
Because it's going to change radio, you know? It is. I mean,
That's funny.
yeah, and Ashley is actually gonna head up the cooking segment.
of course, you know?
Yeah, and it's gonna be called "Get Baked with Ashley."
Get baked. That doesn't suit me at all, though.
Get baked, yeah.
First
No.
episode, she'll be making Swedish meatballs.
That doesn't suit me at all. That doesn't suit me at all.
Yeah, we're putting you in an uncomfortable environment to see how you do.
No.
Every weekend's an uncomfortable environment.
Pretty
It
much.
really is. I mean, when you're on the show, it's pretty much uncomfortable.
It's pretty much uncomfortable the whole time. Yeah.
Just when
it's-
Chris is
it's
here,
like,
actually.
mostly.
Yeah.
It's mostly when you're here. Like,
And when I say we're moving to Parma, I'm not saying like residentially we're moving to Parma.
just
We're
during the show.
just the studio
yeah,
is going to
just-
be there.
We'll be doing it there. Yeah.
If everything still goes right, it'll be in the One Life to Play
we will see. Instead
building.
of speculations,
Yes.
just wait. We'll wait
Yep.
till.
Well, I
get
mean,
there.
Larry's already
Well,
confirmed
Larry, I know
that.
Larry's
You know, that's not like
confirmed, but I'm just saying instead of continuously talking about it and then just saying, well, we don't know when. And I don't know.
that's
It's like,
well. That's
let's- yeah.
I wasn't going to say until I had a
I know,
definitive date.
and that's why.
but
I
then
just kinda, I'm
obviously
trying to
we
tell you,
kind of messed that up.
Be quiet now.
But
So-
you know, Jay will still be here at the old studio. You don't have to worry
Jay will
about.
still
Yeah.
be
We
here.
will still have Jay at the old studio for you, and
Yep.
he'll be here playing with balls by
He
himself.
will be playing with balls live
by
Yep.
himself.
with his, like by himself in
In
a
the
room.
basement.
Yeah, in the basement.
That should be a would you rather question.
Would you rather play with Jay's balls in the basement or in Parma?
Parma. I'm just gonna have to go with neither.
Yeah.
I would like to play with Jay's balls someplace new, I think. So
So
I'll go
I've
with
done it in the
Parma.
studio plenty of
Let's
times.
yeah, it's been
Someplace
there, done
new.
that.
Let's go to
You look
Parma.
really tiny there, Chris.
Yeah.
It does look really tiny.
Hello.
I'm gonna have to.
Shrinking.
That's
I'm
so
gonna have
funny.
to make you grow.
It happens when you get older. You grow. You
like
shrink.
Miracle
There you go.
Grow.
I'm shrinking.
I don't know why you looked like that,
That's
but whatever.
so funny. He did.
No,
He
I
did
look
look
like a
really
Bigfoot.
small.
Yeah, it's fine.
I feel like all you can see is my head, and then like Chris looks really small, and then you're like the only person who looks relatively normal. I think he did that
Yeah.
on purpose.
No, I don't. It's a camera angle for you. Well, maybe I can fix that a little bit.
Ashley
There we
looks
go.
wonderful.
There
Look
we
at
go.
that.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Marcus said Chris on the shelf.
Chris on the
Yeah.
shelf.
That's,
That's what I'm gonna get. I'm
But
gonna get Chris
anyways,
on the shelf.
that's
it's
it.
time for that segment that everybody loves and nobody hates.
Not yet.
Would you rather?
Here we go.
So we're gonna do that real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'd be
You
damned.
know.
Okay, so
I don't care.
anyways,
They couldn't
So-
hear any of it?
they
The
could
extra
they
stuff.
heard the yeah.
Oh.
I muted the mics.
Oh, okay.
While that went on, yeah. Anyways, first question,
Oh God.
and feel free at home to join
answer.
us. You said sort of dialogue will be in Polish.
I
now?
know,
No,
I
it's
like
not
that.
true, yeah.
That's good.
Would you rather see what was behind every closed door, or be able to guess the combination of every safe on the first try? I feel like we've done this one before, but it's alright.
You know, every time you say that, you just make me feel bad. So why don't you just not say it? Like, because I have a terrible memory as it is, and you're
I
just making me
know,
feel
I'm
worse by
sorry.
saying, "I think we've done this one, but like,
It's fine.
that's fine. We can just do it anyway." Like, just shut the fuck up.
Okay.
How about that? Just shut the fuck
Okay.
up and stop making me feel bad. Jeez.
So which one would it be?
Next, he's going to point out the typos.
I
on
know,
it,
right?
you
He's gonna be like, "Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Rather,
what,
not rather."
Ashley,
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, "What? Shut the fuck up. No one asked you. Just answer the question."
Do it yourself.
You answered the question.
You
I
answered
asked
the
you.
question. No, I gave you the question to read. So you answer the question.
You answered first.
No,
Yeah.
Chris.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I really don't want to get involved, I don't think, here, because there's probably going to be food flying in a minute here.
Yeah.
So would you rather, you know what, I have no interest in seeing what's behind the door, but I would certainly like to know what is
Yeah,
inside
what's
a
in the
number of
safe?
those locked saves.
I agree.
And so
Yep.
I'm going to spin the dials and
'Cause, like,
get
most
it
of the
on the
time,
first try.
What's behind doors is just usually either really boring or really weird. And you don't want to know
Right.
anyway. Once you figure it out, it's like, oh,
And
wow,
you know,
no.
that's how every horror
That's
movie
how
starts.
every horror movie starts. You
It's
figure
like,
out what's
oh, there's a
behind the
locked door. We have to
Right,
open it.
like, oh,
And then you
no.
open it, and then, like, you've unleashed hell, you know?
I was thinking more along the lines of like, let's make a deal.
That's
Behind the
right.
door, it's like pigs wearing bikinis. you
Allison
know?
said safe combinations.
Doo-doo.
Dollar, dollar, dollar
Dollar,
sign.
Dollar,
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 dollar, dollar, holla.
Yeah, I don't want to see what's behind the door. I'm good. I'm just going to leave the door shut. So
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
Jay said, damn, I need a Facebook. Epic, I will take over my page for you, so it's really me.
Yeah, we'll see if he does that.
Speaking of,
Oh.
right after we do this, I'm gonna do something that's pretty funny.
Okay,
I'm
you're gonna do
gonna-
something
I'm-
that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna go into that real quick. So anyways,
Next question.
would you rather live until you are 200 but look like you're 200 the whole time, even though you are healthy, or look like you are 20? Wait.
Wait, what? Are you
Okay.
fucking up over
So
there?
basically, would you rather live to your 200 and look like you're 200
Look
the
like
whole
you're-
time,
yeah.
even as a baby, or
Benjamin Button, huh?
yeah,
Like,
or would you rather look like you're 25
but only live to be 65.
but live to be 65?
You know, it's going to depend where you are in life where you answer this. You know that.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
65 is not that far away from me, man. So I'm gonna go deep.
Yeah.
He's gonna go deep.
I'm gonna go deep and go 200, man, because I like breathing.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel it.
65 is not that far away, man.
But to look like you're 200 the whole time?
I don't give a
I
shit.
mean, who knows what 200 looks like anyway?
I don't give a
Like,
shit what I look at. Look
you
at
know?
this, guys. Look at this. Do I
Look
think I'm
at
gonna-
Chris.
At 200, could it get much worse?
Aw.
Come on.
Oh my
God.
Aw.
I'm working with what I got here.
See, Martha
Don't-
I
Stewart
think-
is 78, and she don't look 78. So you know what? 200 might not look that bad for everybody.
That's true.
know?
I'll say 200 then.
Yeah,
say
I'll go with
200,
that.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to meet like great grandchildren and great, it'd be cool. Because that's not always like an opportunity.
See,
You die
Tom-
at 65,
Yeah, Tommy said 25. He said because he's about to be 65 any fucking way, lol.
Okay, dang.
So basically, he's like, fuck it.
Well, I did enough. I'm
Yeah.
good. I could die at 65. It's all good.
No way.
All right.
man.
Allison said, look 25 and kick off at
She's good
65.
with
I'm
that.
good with that. Yeah.
Nope. I want to.
The whole time. That means
Yeah.
I understand. I understand
wanna
both
keep
I
on
sides.
get it.
trucking.
Yeah. I mean, to each their own. Yeah.
Yep.
Would you rather have edible spaghetti hair that regrows every night, or sweat maple syrup?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, both of those are really weird. So
I like that
Spaghetti
one.
hair?
That's a good one.
Because I wouldn't like. I don't like being sticky.
I agree. No stickiness.
Yeah,
man.
so I can't
I love
do
spaghetti,
that.
so
Can you
I can
imagine-
have spaghetti hair.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the things that would be sticking to you if you sweat
Everything.
syrup too, like cat hairs and stuff?
I mean,
like,
and think
eh.
about every single bug
yeah.
would be attracted to you.
You can
And-
never go outside.
And then you would have like animals eating the bugs off of you that were stuck
It's like,
to
get
you.
off
Yeah,
of me.
no, I'm
You'd
good on
become
that.
like Snow White to some extent, except you don't have to sing. You're just covered in
Yeah.
syrup, and all the animals love you.
I'm gonna
I
wait for
don't
these
get
people
that
to
one at
answer if
all.
they decide to do that.
I don't get that.
But
at
in the
all.
meantime,
You know,
I
it's
am going
animal,
to
Snow
Facebook
White
right
loves,
now.
the animals love her, and she
They-
sings to them and stuff.
And they eat the bugs off of her.
yeah,
huh?
but if you have maple syrup, they'll just be interested in the bugs. They
Yeah.
won't care about the fact that you're singing or not.
So a while back,
would it be like peanut butter? Could you
I
interchange
don't
some maple
know.
syrup for peanut butter?
Probably not.
Did you see the lady that put peanut butter on her son's genitalias and got arrested for?
Oh, that no.
That's
why
a-
would she do that?
She
Why?
put peanut butter on her young son's genitalia.
Why?
Well, so that the dog would do what a dog does with peanut butter.
Why?
Why?
And she got arrested.
Good.
Good.
And she's a sexual. Yeah, that's
Yeah, good.
That's messed up, man.
Fuck her. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So
Yeah.
let me go to the beginning for this shit.
That literally, like, when you
So-
said that, it just.
Allison says spaghetti hair.
Yeah, I
agree.
agree. Spaghetti hair.
But now we have to figure out what kind of sauce we're going to toss. Okay, Allison, what do you think? Are you tossing
Alfredo.
some sauce, Allison? Something white and creamy for Epic, he's saying. A little
Yeah.
Alfredo
Yeah, that makes
sauce,
sense.
huh? You know?
Makes sense.
Well, you
okay.
definitely. I mean, you don't want pesto sauce. You
It's a-
definitely don't want like.
green and nutty sauces like
Yeah.
pesto don't work.
You know, like in the red sauce, if it's not thick enough, it's just gonna drip everywhere.
Yeah, it's just
So
gonna,
you'd
yeah.
have to have Alfredo. It's
I
gonna,
don't want Alfredo. That's
it's
gross.
thick enough. It's kind of like hair gel
What
at
about
that
like
point.
an arrabbiata,
Yeah.
like a spicy, peppery.
I would
thick
just
red
probably eat my
sauce.
hair every day, so
Just carb it
I would
up.
just
So
save
a while
money, yeah.
back,
save money on
I was
groceries.
Save
complaining.
money. It's leftovers tonight, kids. We're having spaghetti again.
Yeah, so yeah, I would do that. That'll work.
Sorry, Epic. Go ahead. We're on the hairs.
Yeah. So, anyways, a while back, I made a Facebook page for Jay.
Oh, I thought that was Jay's the whole time.
Yeah. So I made a
Yeah,
Facebook
no.
book for Jay, and I've been pretending to be Jay for months now.
Which isn't hard to do. A little hair gel goes a long way.
Antonio said I put peanut butter on my genitalias all the time, and my dog licks it off just fine.
I told him to stop.
Yes.
Like, stop,
So-
Antonio. Just stop.
So basically, I was Jay, and I
He was
pretended
Jay
to be
for a
Jay, and I was just making the stupidest post I could think
Like,
of
literally.
as Jay.
Ew, extra crunchy? That's gross.
I'm gonna go through some of this stuff.
Yeah, do that.
So Jay's caught up with this, obviously.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
It
He
took a
knows.
while.
Yeah. Well, I told him, so
Yeah,
because
he-
it was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
whatever.
It's hilarious.
So, anyways, the first post he did was on January 5th, and it says, "I love playing with balls and the Epic Radio Show and stats and stuff." Then
That's
Baker
mild.
Mayfield threw 21 interceptions this season. That's the same number of cats that peed in my shoe. Ew. Which is funny because he had complained at one point about cats peeing in his shoe.
Jay, your feet just stink.
Yeah.
Just
all
too
right?
much.
He's like,
just
man, these
realize
kids
it."
peed in my shoe or whatever.
I'm like, what?
And it was just really funny, though. It was really funny because I incorporated what we talked about into it.
This is Jay's life, like it's a conspiracy thing.
It is.
All cats
Yeah.
are peeing in his shoe. He thinks
Um,
he really does, doesn't he? Yeah.
And then Facebook wants to know what's on my mind. Balls. That's what's on my mind. I like suckers because they are candy balls on a stick that I can put in my mouth.
Our friend Jay Val.
Yeah,
Our friend
another
Jay.
J Val post was I shit orange and brown. My doctor says it could be cancer. I said, shut your goddamn mouth, Steelers fan. We don't take kindly to your kind around here. Does anyone ever wonder why they call it football when they play with their hands? That's just banana, son. Do you know why baseballs are white? Because no one wants blue balls.
Duh.
Epic is the most awesomest person in the world.
Aw.
This past Christmas, I received the greatest gift of all, the clap. That is all. Pop goes the weasel because the weasel goes pop. Third base was the lyrical geniuses and the songbirds of our generation. Have you ever just shit your pants? Just me? Okay. If I had
That's
$1
Jay.
for every time I looked at the camera on the show, I would owe Epic money.
My favorite.
Yes.
Yes.
I put it's colder than a witch's titty today. Didn't the Beatles say all you need is balls? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. They say it's better to be pissed on than pissed off. Tell that to R. Kelly's victims. Why shouldn't you eat your girlfriend's peas? Because they are her peas. Maybe if you were a fruit, you'd be a pineapple. Are you a parking ticket because you've got fine written all over you? Typical Friday. Donated plasma. Got on the bus. Fell asleep and woke up with a dick in my mouth. Which was funny because we had talked about him being on the bus that day. So,
we came up with that one together.
what did the pirate say when he turned 80? I'm matey.
So stupid.
Oh, you too.
So if you have the clap and you spread it around, is it called an applause?
Oh.
Oh yeah, that ain't an ass, it's a poop shoot. I don't know why that just sounded like something he would say.
I missed that one.
Oh man. This is a meme. Mom, I'm dating a man. Whom, sweetheart? Mike the mailman. Mike the mailman, but he could be your father. But mom, age
is
just a number. Sweetheart, I don't think
like
you understood.
understand.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, runs in the family.
Fun fact, almost 100% of the koala population has chlamydia, and they all got it from your mom. And then I had him say, pumped up about balls today.
Very simple.
What should you do if you come across what should you do if you come across an elephant? Apologize and wipe it off. That was a good one too. My name is Jay, last name Val. Balls are what I love. You can ask any cow.
Why any cow?
I don't know.
I was not prepared for that one. I forgot about that. I didn't have the cow.
Oh
sound
my
ready.
god. Yeah, sex is good, but have you ever pooped your pants? And then the last one, me pretending to be Jay. Damn, why is 6 afraid of 7?
Oh, God.
Because 7 is a registered 6 offender. Yes.
And that's Jay Bell on social media.
They are hilarious, Jay.
He said some of those aren't funny.
They are
all
hilarious.
funny. For the record.
Because I put myself in your mind, son.
You're just upset he did so well.
It's a Valism.
It was a good time.
If you're mad, it's because it's true.
And that's just what it is.
That's what it is.
All right.
Sorry.
So, anyways, moving on.
Your free game if you're not here, boss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your free game if you're here, if you're not here.
That's
I mean,
true.
if you're upstairs, if you're
just a bigger target if you're not here.
Right.
All.
All you can do is comment.
Yes. So, apparently, if you own a fancy car, you're probably a douche.
Maybe. It's
We
possible.
already thought that, but now science is there to back it up.
Science is here.
The science is looking pretty unanimous on this one. Drivers of expensive cars are the worst. A new study has found that drivers of flashy vehicles are less likely to stop and allow pedestrians to cross the road, with the likelihood they'll slow down decreasing by 3% for every extra $1,000 that their vehicle is worth. Researchers from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, speculated that the expensive car owners felt a sense of superiority over other road users and were less able to empathize with lowly sidewalk dwellers. They came to this conclusion after asking volunteers to cross the sidewalk hundreds of times, filming and analyzing the responses by car drivers. Researchers used one white and one black man and one white and one black woman, also finding that cars were more likely to yield for the white and female participants. Vehicles stopped 31% of the time for both women and white participants, compared with 24% of the time for men and 25% for the black volunteers. And
that one's loud, isn't it?
But the best prediction of whether a car would stop was its cost, researchers discovered. Disengagement and a lower ability to interpret thoughts and feelings of others, along with feelings of entitlement and narcissism, may lead to a lack of empathy for pedestrians among costly car owners, they theorized in the study. And the discovery of a car value to jerkish behavior correlation isn't new. The research published in the Journal of Transport and Health, backed up by a Finnish study published last month, that found that the men who own flashy vehicles are more than likely to be argumentative, stubborn, disagreeable, and unempathetic. So basically,
you're a jerk.
You're a jerk if you own a fancy car.
That's what science says.
Yes.
Wow, my shit's really loud.
Yeah.
What did you do to my shit?
I didn't
really
do nothing.
Loud. I'm usually very quiet. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
what do you guys
don't-
think about that? I mean, do you think there's any truth to
There
this,
could
or
be
do
some
you?
truth to it. Yeah, I'm not saying everybody. But
I mean, the thing is that it is very.
that's a very
I mean, it could
broad-
depend on the, on the area you're in and stuff like that. But I think that generally, even just people that have these nicer cars,
Mhm.
they're they
Sometimes.
act a little better than people
Sometimes,
most
yeah.
of the time. I would say so. I mean,
Not
let's
all the
take
time.
Jay for example.
Why are we taking Jay for example?
He owns a BMW and he's too good to drive it.
no,
I'm joking.
I was like, isn't it messed up? Don't throw him under the bus like that.
Too
Isn't
good
it
to
messed
drive.
up?
Jay, you are already home. What do
yeah,
you mean?
He said like he could just stay home, but you're already home.
It's fine, dude. If you can't take a joke,
At least they're douches and they're not bagging on them for having the small dick. Usually it's like if you got the nice car or whatever, it's all you're making up for the small dick.
Well, usually
thing,
isn't
you
that
know?
if it's a big car, like if
Yeah.
it's like a big truck or or whatever. It's like, oh,
he
you're
says,
just
"So I'm a broke down douche."
It's a big nice car. That's
That-
what it
Yeah.
is. And you have a small.
No,
dog,
yeah, if you're compensating.
Jay's not
Yeah.
a douche all the time.
Not all the time.
Most of the time, he's good. He has his moments.
Yeah, his moments, but
Yes.
it's all right.
Great material.
Yeah, we know.
Yes.
It's a pretty great show.
It is. It's awesome. I mean,
This is the
well, I had mentioned
The creme de
before.
la creme.
I mean, I had mentioned before I was going to do that. I was going to
yeah. He just probably didn't
expose
expect it today.
Well, he brought it up, so
Oh,
that's
did he?
why. Yeah, that's
Oh, there
why
you go.
he brought up the mobile thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's why I
Mhm.
was like, oh well.
That's funny.
By the way, I've been doing this.
This
So
is
the
what I've been
lesson
doing with
is
my
Get
life.
your own Facebook page.
Right, so he doesn't control it
And
for you.
Yeah.
share what you do.
Oh,
What?
the whole thing about this, and just to be clear with people, I didn't do this to kind of be a douche to him. Originally, I did it because I was supposed to. He was supposed to take it over,
Yeah.
but he's been so weird about social media.
So he
I'm
just
like,
went
oh,
for
whatever,
it
and I was
that
like,
it.
well, I just made this page. I was going to make him an admin of it or whatever.
Then, yeah.
And then it just never did. So instead of just letting it sit there, I was like, okay,
Let me just
I'm
make it
gonna have
active,
fun
you know.
with this. Yeah,
And he just started saying really stupid things. So
yeah.
as you do.
And I just thought it was funny, whether it would have been him or if I made a Chris page, I would have did the same
Yeah,
shit.
same
I would have
thing,
tried to. I would have tried to post
The
stuff
most
that I
the
feel
most
like
weird things.
yeah, the
ever.
most ridiculous things, but
Yep.
like try to get in Chris's psyche. Like, oh, if I was Chris, what would
What would
I
I say right now if I
Yeah.
were Chris?
There's no.
You know,
color
actually,
with it.
Jay. The thing is, Jay has a good impression of you.
Does he really?
Yes.
That's cool. We should
We'll
see
have
that.
we'll have to
We
have
should
him do that. But like he actually, I was like, wow, I'm actually impressed. That does sound like Chris.
We're gonna have him do it.
Yeah, we should do that one. Is it Chris or is it not? You know?
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, it was really funny because he has some of your word mannerisms down too.
Excellent.
Yeah, so it's not
So-
like 100% obviously, but
So
it's
I
a
can-
pretty good.
For the
damn
topic at
impression.
hand,
Yes.
though, I've only met some people who have really expensive cars that are jerks compared to.
Well, you don't know anybody with expensive cars. We're
Well,
broke.
I'm like, I used to know. I used to know people.
What's-
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm just where's the douche line though? You know what I mean?
Oh, you
Oh,
know the douche
the
line.
douche dealerships. You know, I want to
Oh
stay on
yeah,
douche.
like we should talk about that real quick. Like, so what car do you think? Like maybe like that
Like
separates
a Bugatti's
you.
definitely
Like,
a
See-
douche mobile, right?
Yeah.
What kind of car does Corey have, for example?
That's a muscle car. I can't really say.
No,
that...
I'm just saying I don't know much about cars, so it's
All right,
like
so
I have to kind of know.
It's like a Dodge Charger, I believe.
So is it an expensive car or not really?
It's
or is
pretty
it
expensive.
But I don't think Corey's
it's
a douche.
not like, but that's not also like
That's not a douchebag.
Is that
it's
like
not a douchemobile,
your
no.
like usual? Oh yeah, that guy's a douche, because he has that car. It's not one of those things.
Like Tesla.
Because I know when you've seen it,
$100,000 car is a douche car.
Yeah, like you got a Lamborghini or you have a Ferrari.
Yeah, Porsche Carrera.
And then also the thing is, I know a lot of people who just have regular cars and they're a lot douchier than a lot of people.
I will say that people that own trucks are usually pretty douchey.
And some people with some shitty cars that are pretty douchey.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I think
like,
people in general are just douchey.
Yeah. Lots of people are douchey, so I can't say science is 100% wrong. But, maybe I just haven't met these people, so, because I'm poor, so I don't know all these people with these expensive cars. So maybe I've just gotten lucky and not ran into these jerk people.
I don't know.
I ran into some jerk people.
Well, hopefully they don't run into you because apparently they wouldn't stop for.
They would not stop if they ran into me.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Let me give that to you.
What's that?
That's
hopefully they don't run into you.
Yeah, because apparently, according to science, they
funny.
don't stop.
They would not stop.
Yeah.
No.
That's kind of based on the whole Vanity of the Bonfires. Did you ever read that? Tom Wolfe, the great author?
No.
Like
Vanities
I read.
of the Bonfires?
Like I read, Chris.
I used to
you
read.
Talk to me.
Great American
Do
author.
Do I have the vocabulary of somebody that reads?
Capable of reading.
Yes, I don't.
I can read words.
See
I just
Dick
choose not
run.
to.
CJ play with balls. Jay plays with balls.
Yeah.
Play,
likes
Jay.
to.
Play.
Hey, Jay, we have to make a children's book based off of you. We have to. Like, Chris has already gave me
the
the
mastermind
idea.
behind
He's
it.
planted the seed. We got to
Now
watch
it's
this
there.
baby grow.
I get residuals on it. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying if it goes
I
well.
got
We're going to take a quick break, though. When we get back, we're going to talk about Steven Spielberg's daughter. And then we're going to have some crazy news with Ashley.
Yay!
Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
Epic Radio Show.
I might just throw Jay
Epic
under the bus
Radio
some more.
Show.
You're listening to The Epic Radio Show. Live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play. And take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Attention small business owners. Are you trying to reach thousands of engaging customers, but radio and television ads are out of your budget? Advertise with us here at Brain Baby Media. We offer low monthly payments with no contracts, no hassle, and you can cancel anytime. But why would you? With our ads on multiple platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, your brand will reach new heights, and guess what? It's a business expense. That means you can write it off at the end of the year. So contact Epic today at theepicradioshow.com and make your business epic.
Hey ladies, if you're looking for premium makeup at a price that can't be beat, hit up Glitz and Glitter by Goldie. Glitz and Glitter by Goldie has everything you need to enhance your beauty without breaking the bank. Go to uniqueproducts.com/GoldieAlphaHell today and take advantage of the savings. Right now, there's a new beauty box for only $99, so what are you waiting for? Get to Glitz and Glitter by Goldie today at Unique, that's YOUNIQUE products.com/GoldieAlphaHell.
Want to feel like you're part of the show? Get your official The Epic Radio Show merch right now. We have unisex tees, hoodies, mugs, winter hats, baby onesies, and much more. Check it out at www.etsy.com/shop/The Epic Radio Show. Official unisex tees are only $12 and get free shipping on orders over $35. Yup, that's right, you heard me. That's free shipping on orders over $35. The holidays are over, but you can still treat yourself to some great official merch from The Epic Radio Show. So hurry now to the site and get some epic gear for the new year and make 2020 epic.
right, so jump back into this.
Jump back into
Jumping.
it.
So apparently, Steven Spielberg's adoptive daughter, Michaela Spielberg, she's coming out as a porn star.
What?
Yeah.
Yay!
There's been reports that, like, originally when she made this announcement or people found out about it, they asked Steven, like, what he thought, and he was, like, okay with it. But now there's been reports saying that he's not.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, who would really?
I mean, is that what you really want your child
I mean, I'm
to,
sure you don't, you know.
No, that's not something, like, you dream for your child.
She's 23 years old. She's the daughter of legendary filmmaker Steven Spielberg, who's 73 right now, and his actress wife Kate Capshaw, who is 66.
56.
She is starring in her own solo porn videos.
Solo?
So solo, yeah. So she's playing with toys, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yep.
You're in, you know more about porn than I do, so you
yeah.
tell me all about that. So I was thinking,
But
I guess solo's
E.T.
not...
director's child says she told her parents about her close encounters of the X-rated kind over the weekend. And she admits she suffered with anxiety during her childhood, and going to boarding school in her teens led to eating disorders and depression, but she doesn't blame her famous folks. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways,
blah, blah, blah.
You know, this is my thing, okay? So, obviously she's doing this, whatever. You know,
she's diddling around.
It doesn't matter. What I am excited to see is her remake all of her dad's famous work, but in the porn version.
E.T. the extra testicle.
Yes. Or like Raiders of the Lost Crotch. You know, Lost Crotch and shit.
Lost
and
Crotch? Why?
You know.
Why? Why that?
Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Moist Crotch.
Yeah, whatever.
Goodness gracious.
Let's see. I could go down the line all day. Let's see.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, man. Oh, we could keep Gremlins. That's a good one.
We can keep Gremlins. That's a good one. Oh, my gosh.
Real Steel Dildo.
Real Steel.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Here we
Oh,
go.
man. We gotta find some.
Do the one we're waiting for.
Jurassic Cunt.
Saving Private.
Oh, yeah. Saving Ryan's Privates. Fist Man.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Wow.
Oh.
Why is this happening to my
Let's
ears?
see.
Oh,
the BFG.
Why?
The BFG.
Or what? The BFC?
The BFC, yeah.
Or actually, I think you said BFD, the big fucking dick. You know?
I said cock.
Or there you go, BFC, big fucking cock.
I didn't say dick.
Ashley, she's all excited. I said that word on the radio.
I said cock. I say a lot worse on a regular basis.
There's Under the Dome. I mean, and honestly, you could keep that title too.
Oh man.
Falling Titties.
Falling Titties. Jesus Christ.
The Red Cunt Society.
Oh no. You literally probably just sit here all day and do this.
Transgenders.
What? Transformer.
Age of Sextinction.
Sextinction. That was easy for you to say.
Transformers, huh?
Smash. You keep that one.
Smash. You keep that one.
Men in Black. Also keep that one. Why does most of his
the
titles of the movies already make sense? You've been subliminally telling her.
Oh, Antonio said when Harry ate Sally.
There you go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh God.
But
thank you, Antonio, for your input. That was good too.
But I think that would be hilarious if she did that, and that would, I mean,
that would not make him proud in the slightest.
Well, what's the motivation behind it? She doesn't need the money. Is she just not getting enough dick, or what?
I don't know.
She's just really enthusiastic about sex
what's really
toys.
strange about it is I thought she was like a lesbian or some shit.
She looked like a midget.
She looks like a midget.
Doesn't she? In the picture, she's got like features like a little person.
Well, now I'm curious.
I don't know. She's got a smoking body though, but if you see this other picture with him, she doesn't look. I don't know.
She's
She looks kind of dykish to me a little bit. Yeah.
Maybe that's why she's doing solo.
That's what I'm thinking
Maybe
too.
she doesn't
Antonio
possibility.
can go all day too, apparently.
Maybe she doesn't
Breaking
like
Dong, Forced Hump. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you, Antonio.
New
for adding.
Poon.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Let's see. She looks like I don't think she's a little person, Chris. She looks regular height.
I think Steven Spielberg's tall though.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure. I think he's.
But she's adopted, so she.
Well,
didn't
yeah,
get
she's
it tall,
adopted.
James.
Oh yeah, true that.
I'm looking up her
true.
height. Let me see if I can find her how tall she is. I still don't think
Yeah.
5'4".
And that's not too bad.
It's
Yeah.
not too bad.
That's an average female height.
It's
right?
not
It's taller than
average.
Rachel, I
It's-
think.
It's below average.
Oh, Rachel's kind of short though. Like,
Rachel's like 4'6". No, I'm
I know she's not 4'6".
I thought 4'1". She's just on this side of a midget, isn't she? Rachel is.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, Michaela.
Well, we're talking about Steven Spielberg's daughter, and then
Yeah.
we were talking about Rachel being short.
I thought Rachel was just like an inch or two above the midget level.
I don't know.
yeah,
man.
she's really close to being like
She's-
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember we were talking about that once.
she's got that little person thing going on.
I don't know.
Like,
But
I
what
don't
do
know.
you have
I'm
for us
not
for
trying
crazy
to-
news
I
today?
mean, let me just comment one more
Yeah,
time on
sure.
the Michaela thing. I just don't find her that attractive. So, I mean, I guess it would just take us,
She- I don't either, but
I
like,
wouldn't watch them, I guess.
well, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like in obviously the one picture with her dad or whatever, she
4'11"
she
and a
looks
half.
kind of like a dude to me. But like when she's making herself up for the porn,
He said, "Oh, that whore."
yeah. So she
Oh, yo.
she looks all right. I mean,
I don't know anything
she
about
looks
her other than
pretty.
this.
I mean, let's be fair. She's pretty bland as far as like
I'm
she's
not trying to be
running
mean.
a mill.
'Cause I don't like to talk shit.
people,
but
you know what I mean? Like
about
she
people's looks.
There's not like
but I just don't.
It's
I
whatever.
wouldn't watch these. I wouldn't watch these
Yeah.
things with her doing it. I wouldn't
No,
be
I
into
I
it.
think
do
the
it?
only appeal would be like, oh yeah, it's Steven Spielberg's daughter, and
no,
then
not even that.
but that's kind of like I think
Maybe-
that would be the only reason why people would watch it.
I would agree. It's a celebrity sex tape.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sex.
I
Yes.
guess I could see that.
It's a celebrity sex
But
tape.
I still wouldn't. I would have to be genuinely interested, and that's not genuinely
No,
where I'm at.
Nothing genuine there.
Nope, nothing there for
And
me.
Rachel
Not
said
doing it.
4'11" and a half.
She's
See, I
4'11"
told you,
and a
just the
half.
side of a
Yes.
midget. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a little short, but that's okay.
No, it's fine.
It's okay, Rachel.
Well,
It's all right.
let's see. She's short and Jay has a short temper. They're made in heaven.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go somewhere else, man.
See?
No.
Oh, see? I could have.
He's
You
just a
could've.
short man.
I missed that opportunity. No, I'm joking.
I'm joking.
Much love. Much
Small
love.
hand for a small glove, you know?
Yeah, much love. No, anyways,
man.
before I get too off track,
Yeah.
what do you have for us for crazy news?
A Florida woman zipped her boyfriend in a suitcase.
Oh.
She was just letting him. I guess gonna let him die. I don't know.
Wow.
A woman plays a violin while surgeons remove a tumor from her brain.
Okay.
Ooh.
And a male baboon escapes Australia with 2 wives before he has a vasectomy.
You go, baboon,
snap.
you go.
Okay, so
You knew what was coming.
listen up, and right after this intro, we'll get into that. All right.
So, the first story is Florida woman allegedly zipped boyfriend in a suitcase, and her intention was to leave him to die there, I guess.
Wow.
A Florida woman, is that a shocker? A Florida woman was arrested Tuesday after allegedly zipping her boyfriend in a suitcase and leaving him to die, all while taunting him on video. Sarah Boone, 42. Anything? Do you have anything to say?
Sarah Boone.
Sarah Boone.
Boom.
Boone. Boone. Okay.
Sarah
She might be
Boone
related
was
to
a
me.
man.
She
I'm
might-
related to Boones.
You're related to Boone?
Daniel Boone. Yep.
She was a real.
Who's that? Televangelist. That
Uh-huh.
Boone.
I have no idea.
He has no idea. I don't know what you're talking about.
God damn it!
Yeah, he's got to look it up.
I do.
I thought you had like a joke. I wasn't like telling you to look something up. I just thought you had a joke. Thought you'd come up with something. I don't know. But you didn't. Now I'm just waiting for you to find something.
No,
What-
go ahead. You can.
Okay.
I'll Pat Boone.
Pat Boone?
Pat Boone.
Who's
I'm
Pat
related to
Boone?
him.
Are you really?
Yes.
How do you know that? Why is it
my
something
my
you know?
my great grandma and my grandma, like when I grew up with them. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Told detectives she was playing a game of hide and seek with her partner, Jorge Torres Jr., on Monday while drinking alcohol. She said they agreed it would be funny if Torres hopped in a blue suitcase in her home outside Orlando, but she claimed to have forgotten all about the human cargo, falling asleep in her bed for 2 hours before realizing Torres was still inside. Boone said she woke up to her cell phone ringing and went to go check on Torres, also 42, only to find him unresponsive and not breathing. She called 911 that afternoon, and police responded to find Torres dead.
Oh,
So,
wow.
cops said there was a small cut on Torres' lip and bruising around his eye, and that they retrieved 2 videos from Boone's phone in which he teases Torres as he's trapped in the suitcase.
Oh wow.
Yes, Boone can be heard laughing in one video as Torres calls out her name and says he can't breathe. Yeah, that's what you do when you choke me, Boone said in one of the videos.
Wow.
So, one video shows the suitcase facing down with Torres pushing in an attempt to get out. The second video shows the luggage in a different position as Torres calls out to Boone. As Torres continues to assert he can't breathe, Boone continues to mock him in one of the clips. That's on you. That's
fair.
what I feel like when you cheat on me, Boone said.
Damn.
Deputies told the outlet they decided to arrest Boone after discovering inconsistencies between her statements and what was captured on camera.
That's
So
mean
that's
ass
fucked
woman.
up.
That's a mean
Yeah.
woman, man. She's stuffing her man in a travel light bag.
For, I guess, revenge on him beating on her and cheating on her.
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, she sent him packing.
In a very fucked up way, yes. That's, yeah. Whew.
Now she doesn't have any of that extra baggage to look around. anymore.
Right, now she's just gonna be in jail for murdering her boyfriend.
But you are related to this person by marriage, Ashley, so you might want to,
I don't know.
I need to
don't
get
know
out
for
of here.
sure,
sell the
Chris.
luggage. That's what I
I need
would
to get
do.
out of here.
Throw
I
the
need
luggage out. The
I need to
luggage
burn
goes
the
in
luggage.
curb. Right. Get
Can't,
out.
You can't trap me if there's no luggage to trap me in.
Right. I want to know how a woman stuffs a man into a suitcase, though. No
Well,
woman.
I
would
think
stuff
the
me
whole
in a
her whole
suitcase.
thing was they were, they were just playing a game, and then once she realized he was stupid enough to get in there and let him zip him up, then she was all like, "Oh, I can get my revenge now." Like,
Yeah.
I can, and then her falling asleep, that didn't obviously happen. So
I would say,
She was
like,
playing a
lesson
game.
learned, if you've been shitty to a person,
yeah,
don't get into a
Don't
place
get into
you
a
can't
place.
get out of.
Yeah, don't trust them. Don't.
Yeah.
Because if you know you're shitty, don't expect someone that you've been treating shitty to just be decent with you.
Absolutely.
Just don't expect that.
Yep.
That's not gonna go well. I feel bad because he died.
Yeah.
But he also was choking her and cheating on her. So that's not nice
That's not
either.
good
So
either.
And he just wasn't a smart person.
yeah, he didn't seem very smart. So
I mean,
it's hard to. It's like I empathize here, but I kind of I think everyone got kind
Isn't
of.
that Darwinism?
I mean,
survival of the
it
fittest.
kind of played it.
And
It
he
worked
fit
out the way.
real into the suitcase.
Exactly.
Yeah, he fit in more than one way here.
He fit into the suitcase
Yeah.
real nice.
Now, see,
Real
if
nice
he gained a little bit of
and-
weight and he didn't fit, he would be still alive.
It'd be a different
Right.
story. I mean, I'm sure she would have found a different way to.
See, so in this case,
Get
being
back at him.
unfit
Would have
Would've fit.
would have
Yes.
made, it would have worked for him. Okay, so moving on.
situation. Yes. Okay.
I don't know what else I can. That's
Unpack with that.
Yeah, I
story,
don't know
right?
where else I can go here. I can't go anywhere with the luggage being this heavy.
Let's just check that
So,
one in and move
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
So,
you gotta cut off this dead weight.
Yeah,
Bag check.
just like she did.
Yep.
Woman plays violin while surgeons remove tumor from her brain.
That's insane.
So, I thought this was insane too, Chris.
It's
why it's on
insane in the
crazy
brain.
news.
This is why it's in crazy news. A woman has undergone brain surgery while playing the violin to ensure surgeons did not damage the part which controls the fine movements of her hands. I don't know if this is how you say her name. Dagmar.
I have no
It's
clue.
spelled
Yeah.
like that. Dagmar Turner. A 53-year-old management consultant and passionate violinist
Obviously.
had a tumor removed at King's College Hospital.
It's a tumor.
It's a tumor. She was worried she may lose her music skills, so she suggested she be allowed to play the violin during the operation.
This is a would you rather question.
Right
here, this is a would you rather.
A consultant neurosurgeon at the hospital came up with a plan to reduce the risk. Surgeons mapped her brain, opened the skull, and then got her to play the violin as the tumor was removed. Footage shows her picking up the instrument during the surgery and playing scales with her eyes shut. This was the first time I've had a patient play an instrument, said, the doctor said. We managed to remove over 90% of the tumor, including all the areas suspicious of aggressive activity, while retaining full function in her left hand. Miss Turner thanked the surgeons afterwards for preserving her 40-year love for the instrument. She said, "The violin is my passion. I've been playing since I was 10 years old, and the thought of losing my ability to play was heartbreaking." Yeah. So, she just played some music while they got that tumor out of her brain. That is crazy.
Yeah,
I can't.
That's insane. I bet it was actually soothing for the surgeon.
Like, yeah, this is nice.
Unless she was a horrible player.
Unless it was really off
maybe
key
we should try to see if we can improve this a little bit.
Let's see what we can poke at. Maybe it'll get better.
Actually, for an encore, the doctors gave her a hysterectomy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bam.
Bam. You're like, bam. Oh, okay. So that one I just thought was, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah,
so
that's
crazy.
Let's just get into that real quick. And then the next one here is a male baboon escapes Australia with 2 wives before he has a vasectomy.
You go, baboon.
He said as if he knew. He's like, oh, no. that's not going down. So this male baboon and his 2 wives ran wild in Australia on Tuesday after escaping from a medical facility where he was set to undergo a vasectomy.
He should have just followed through with it, man. It's a license to steal then, You don't have any accountability for the little ones running around.
I mean, he's a bamboo. Does he really have... It's not like he has to get a job
He's
afterwards.
Like, I'm a baboon. Like, I just want to fuck, okay?
Yeah.
Like, that's all I want to do. What?
My ass is naked.
And inflamed.
The trio.
Why do they always look like they have hemorrhoids or some shit?
That's just how they were made. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's always something that's kind of something
That was a funny
off-putting.
trick God played, right? It's like, we're going to make you all hairy except for your ass.
It's going to stick out all bright and it's just going to be great.
There's a J joke there, I'm sure.
I'm sure. We're just going to leave Jay alone during the crazy news.
Yeah. We've already made fun of him enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
At least until playing with Ballz time. Then we can go back.
Yeah.
The trio got loose while being transported to the Royal Prince Alfred Hospital in Sydney and toured the parking lot, where surprised bystanders recorded the encounter on video. New South Wales police said the baboons were going bananas.
Going bananas, son.
That's some shit I would say.
Yo, son, he was up on them hoes all like, yeah, girl, let me see what you do. Work that back. You know what I'm saying?
Work that bear house.
Yo, that shit's bananas, son. We should go back to our crib in the cave.
Are you
in
done
the trees.
Yet? No?
Yeah, I'll show you my crib, girl. We can get down real nice.
Monkey style.
Yo, you ever did it monkey style before?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Like,
yeah, girl.
Are you positive? Like,
he's thinking about the role.
That was great. That's awesome.
There's a monkey sound.
This will be role playing monkey sex later.
Oh,
I think,
no.
No?
Oh, no.
No monkey sex for ass.
Yeah.
Nope. So they were going
only
bananas.
if the vasectomy is involved.
Only the vasectomy is involved. So before ending that, police and wildlife officials had the situation under control, and there was no immediate danger to the public. So, let's see what else there is. NSW Health Minister Brad Hazard. I guess.
Hazards.
Yeah, that's a perfect last name. Told local news outlets the 15-year-old male had been transported to the facility for a vasectomy, not for research purposes. They did not want him to continue breeding with the small troop he's in, so in order for him to stay, the decision was taken that he should have a vasectomy. The 2 females were just there to keep him calm.
Nice.
You need 2 female baboons to keep the one male calm.
Isn't that the way it is?
I guess so.
Right.
I guess it's not evenly balanced unless it's 2 to 1. I don't know. I'm just saying. The male would have the vasectomy on Wednesday before returning to his 2 wives to their colony, where he can stay forever with them without making babies. That's their whole thing.
I thought the whole thing was like why are they giving these animals vasectomies? I thought a lot of these animals were endangered and shit.
Well, let me get into this.
Okay.
The baboons were from a colony that had been used for medical research in a whole range of areas, including reproductive issues, kidney disease, and gestational diabetes.
Oh, so they're guinea pigs.
Yeah, they were kind of, So he emphasized that when the research is completed, the baboons are returned to the colony. So, the 3 baboons escaped, have since been captured unharmed after handlers from the Taronga Zoo tranquilized them, but not before sparking a frenzy on social media, of course, because duh, why not? Like, of
We can
course.
drug each other and ourselves, but we can't drug animals.
Right. Hazard told the Morning Herald that even he was stunned to see baboons on the loose in Sydney. I thought I'd seen just about everything as health minister, but a baboon threesome enjoying the grounds of Royal Prince Alfred is really surprising.
A baboon on the run.
She's like, we gotta go with him. Like we his wives though, we gotta go. So, but yeah, they were all captured and tranquilized. And I guess I'm assuming he's had his vasectomy.
He's been nipped.
I'm sure he couldn't run away twice.
Nipped and tucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
So
all
is
for
that
me.
all
Yep.
for crazy news?
That is it.
Awesome.
Crazy.
And
We're actually gonna go ahead.
something just really quick. Restream
Yes.
said, "Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today from Restream."
Yay.
Yay! That's
So
never happened before, so that's why I wanted to say it.
Yay.
Yay!
Thanks
So-
for commenting now, guys. Share.
Yes.
Yay!
So that was it for crazy news.
Yep.
We're gonna go into our last topic before playing with Ballz because I was expecting Jay to be here,
But
and this is
this is
closely
yeah.
tied to playing with Ballz, so it's fine.
fine.
So apparently, the committee for the Olympics
Uh-oh.
are considering
Oh, no.
putting a stop to the Olympics
Yep.
this coming year in Tokyo
Putting the
because of the
brakes on that.
coronavirus. Yes.
That's scary shit.
And that's not really that surprising that
No.
they're planning on
Not
possibly looking into that because there's no way to postpone it. So the only way they could do it is by just cutting it off, you know?
really. Cutting it off.
Yeah, and seriously. I mean, that's true though. But
You either do it or you don't, right?
yeah, so and that would be the first time like
Yeah.
in history because I mean, shit, they even did it when Hitler was in power for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
But what's even a bigger deal
What's
is
even bigger?
the guy's name is Dick Pound.
That is hilarious. That is the most
The
fucking
head
ridiculous thing
the head of the
ever.
Olympics committee is named Dick Pound.
He's the head. The head.
Yeah, he's
Ugh.
the
Pound's
head.
the
Yep.
head.
Mm-hmm.
I I don't even care about the rest of the story. I just want to talk about his name for a minute.
Like we care because
that we care,
because the
obviously.
coronavirus is super scary. Obviously,
Excuse me. I think we've made a mistake. This was the porn Olympics. This was referring to. You guys have
We're sorry,
mixed up.
we're
The
sorry.
porn Olympics in China this year
I'm just saying, like,
is headed up by
Now, if-
Dick Pound.
if we're talking to people like in a formal setting, it's always last name first. So then it would be Pound
Pound Dick.
Dick.
Or Richard.
Yeah.
right.
You could just go-
Richard.
Now another
But-
thing is, I wonder if they're not going to do it in Tokyo. Why don't they just take them to Pound Town?
That was good. That was good.
Any
Saying-
other Dick Pound jokes you got?
No, you got that. You knocked it out of the park with
Oh,
that.
my
Let's
goodness.
leave that there.
That was
Oh,
great.
man.
That was a good one.
But I do like going back to the original
The actual
subject.
point
Yes.
here.
You guys. I mean, do you guys see this becoming a major problem? I mean, it
could
doesn't
be.
seem like
What, not
China's
having
really
the
getting
Olympics?
this together, right?
Not having the Olympics or the Corona or
The-
what?
corona.
a little of both, right?
Not having the Olympics is going to be a big deal, man.
It is
Yeah.
because whatever
I mean, come on. They
country
had
or
this
city
when
has that, that's
Hitler
a
was
big
around, really?
economic boost
Really?
They built all
for
that
them.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, housing and,
Yeah,
and stadiums
yeah.
Mhm.
and all of this. So yeah,
I mean, and the way the coronavirus is spreading, I mean, there's some cases here in the U.S., not
Yep.
as much, but it's really taking over, like,
So shit's bananas,
you know what I mean?
basically.
especially China. I think Japan's getting hit hard by it.
third world countries where they
Mhm.
don't have medical systems in place or,
Well, you know,
or
the thing,
access to
What's-
the basic cares.
what's strange to me, though, about that, now, I wouldn't consider China a third world country. Now, maybe some regions,
right?
obviously,
I would agree with
because there's bigger cities. I mean, it's a huge country. You
Right.
got to remember, and there's a lot of poor people there
Mhm.
because of how their governments ran,
Mhm.
and as much as people complain about our healthcare system, 'cause it is super expensive.
Yep. hella expensive.
you can go to the emergency room and be seen, and usually you get billed afterwards. They'll still
Yeah.
take care of you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
For the most part,
Mhm.
unless it's something chronic. You know,
Right.
then it's like whatever.
Like,
but
oh well.
but like for something like
another
this,
topic
you
for
could
another
probably
day.
go in and get seen and be okay.
So this shit's bananas.
But I think
That's-
what's
I just
happening
round it
is
all up for
the
me.
I don't know. I really can't even explain why like they're having such a hard time. Is it just because it's spreading so quickly? Or like whatever? Because I can see if it like, and no offense, because I don't know that much. I mean, I'm kind of not woke enough, I guess.
He's not woke.
But you would think like a little village in Africa would be less equipped than like the government, the Chinese government. They're what,
Yeah.
the second biggest economy of the
I
world.
mean, there's lots of like different things
like
that can go into.
so
this.
I don't know exactly why. I mean, if they're building hospitals in 2 days, that
Yeah.
shows you right there that they're capable. You would think of being able to handle this, but for some reason, it's just continual. I don't
must
know.
be
There's some
super-
sort of disconnect.
Kind of I think what you're saying is how does it gotten so big so fast?
Yeah, and
it's-
also
that's
like
a side effect of the world we live in. People travel around the world,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
because of that. And
I'm gonna stay in the house.
and another thing is why wasn't this taken care of sooner when there was only a few cases? Like, and put a travel ban. I guess because they waited until it was like there's nothing you can do about it
yeah,
now.
it's kind of already out there. More
Yeah,
than it
yeah.
more than it could have been.
Yeah.
the cans
That's-
unleashed. This is what I think about this is that this is a beginning of a trend that we're going to see more of. You're going to see, I think, before the coronavirus has run its course, where we're going to see people in the United States where they wear masks in public. We're going to
Yeah.
have a call to action. It'll be a temporary thing. And you're going to see this happen in other parts of the world where we're going to wear the masks like you see them wearing in Asia.
Well, they
when
were
they're outside.
doing that with SARS and
Mhm.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the beginning, and it's not going to be like we'll have to do this the rest of our lives, but we will have from this point on in our lives a call to action. It's like, okay, you're going to have to wear your mask at this season because we have this outbreak.
Yeah.
And it's just going to become part of our routine of our life. Just like how 9/11 changed our lives with how we travel and our kids go to school and all of that. We're going to have the same issues with this where that mask is going to be a part of your attire. And you're going to see how people have them where they got bling
Yeah.
on them and designs and da-da-da. But this is a part of our future, you know, unfortunately. Unfortunately, yeah. Realistically, I think it is, man. You know?
I mean, there's a lot of things that you could take away from this situation. You know what I mean? I mean, is it because from what I understand, it's just a harsher version of the flu,
Mm-hmm.
basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Affects small children, older adults. Like somebody like me and Ashley, we'd probably be sick, but it wouldn't probably kill us.
Right.
You know?
I'm in the mentally at risk phase.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
seriously though.
No, serious. I
But
am.
like, you know,
Yeah, it
so
sucks.
it's like, and our kids, and I think that's the
Yeah.
more concern, you know,
Uh-huh.
not so much about us, but like if we get it and they get it, are they going to survive?
Right.
Yep.
The littlest ones.
You know, so
Mhm.
I don't, obviously we want to take this seriously,
Mhm.
but also it's like, I mean, apparently people are just gross because most of-
That's true.
because
that's accurate.
how this spreads is it's like airborne, but it's like if you sneeze or like you don't, you know, like you don't
I
sanitize,
feel like basic things, like
you know,
things
like
that you could
basic
just, people should be
hygiene,
normally
washing your
doing.
hands, and
That's what they say. The
and
biggest,
yeah.
the biggest preventative is washing your hands.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then you know, and then it's crazy to me that it's spreading so quickly because there's so many nasty motherfuckers
There's
out there.
nasty people.
Just wash
yeah.
your hands.
Wash
Use
your hands.
soap. Come on,
And
people.
you know what? If you produce comedy shows, disinfect your microphone and wipe the
Yes,
stuff down.
there
I
should
do.
be. There
you should be
should be.
disinfecting your stuff, man.
And there should be like I don't know, like sanitizing wipes or whatever.
Yep.
Like you just have them on stage and you can Just have him wipe it.
wipe
every-
some of those.
I wipe my
Jeez.
stuff down after every performance.
Yeah,
before I put
exactly.
It.
That's
Get it home. I take it out. I
Yeah.
go through it. Wipe it all. I whip it out. I wipe it down.
Yeah, he
real
whips
good,
it out. Yeah.
nice and soapy, and just rubbing it back and forth. you know?
yeah.
He gets up in there. You
Yeah,
That's
know?
all
right.
up in it. Yeah,
All a bit.
Make sure it's all clean.
clean
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh, with that being said,
With that being said.
Sanitize for your protection.
With-
Take care of your shit out there, folks.
yeah.
Yes.
But with that being said, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to have Jay Val with his sports segment, Playing with Balls.
with ball time.
Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
That's different. Okay.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Epic Radio Show. Live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play. And take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Hey, Epic fans, this is Jay Val. Home buying is complicated. You need someone who you can trust and has your best interest in mind and not just the size of the commission check. That someone is Jeremy Rodriguez with Russell Real Estate. Jeremy grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and a graduate from James Ford Rhodes High School in 2001. If you are looking to sell your home, searching for your next home, or if you just want to talk about the process, please feel free to contact him. As an agent who himself still resides in Cleveland, he knows the neighborhood, the schools, and the market inside out. Get in touch with Jeremy. He is happy to help you with all your needs, from helping you identify a lender to getting a moving truck and even helping you pack. Call Jeremy Rodriguez now at 216-287-1766 or email him at jeremysellsdreams@gmail.com. Find him on Facebook now. That number again is 216-287-1766.
Hey guys, this week you can find Funny Noises Productions at Jilly's Music Room on Tuesday at 8 p.m. and Friday. There are two shows, first at 5:30 at Jilly's Music Room and then at 9 p.m. at the Whistle and Keg in Cleveland. Sunday they are back at the Pharmacy Bar and Grill at 8 p.m. And remember, Funny Noises Productions, comedy so funny you will FNP.
We are back, y'all. We are to the Epic Radio Show. Yeah.
My mic's off. Oops.
Oh yeah.
Now it's on.
No, it's fine. It's the way it's supposed to be.
We
Oh,
got
yeah.
Jay
What the
on the
hell?
line. No headphones.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
is he calling this phone? He is What is going on?
This is Jay.
I don't know,
Just J, B, and J.
Yep.
dude. Why is he on the? He's so.
He's a mess.
He is a mess. Hold on. Let me just call him back.
So, you know, the Tokyo Olympics, the
Jesus.
first thing they're talking about doing, Ashley, is stopping the carrying of the torch. Do you know how they do that? They carry the torch
Yeah.
around the world to every country
Yeah.
and stuff.
Ooh.
So they're saying that they may not travel the torch, man. It's,
Well.
Yes, you are. I don't know.
okay. Well, bro, this phone this app keeps hanging up, bro. Like,
Well, I don't know what to tell you then. I mean, why don't you call me on Rachel's phone?
huh?
Why don't you call me on the other phone?
Okay.
And then we can hear the show in the background. You were a mess, man.
All right, yeah. All right, bro, I got you. Why?
This is great.
All right, bye.
Jeez, what a hot mess that boy
Jesus,
is.
man.
Huh? What a hot
Goodness
mess.
gracious.
Yeah.
Great
And
balls
this
of
is
fire.
why we
Show
kick him in the
everybody.
balls, guys. Right
Yes.
here. This is
That's
why.
what we deal with.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. I'm gonna
So,
do that. Hold on.
We're gonna kick him in the balls a little bit. Try this again. Reboot Jay by kicking him in the nut.
Oh my god, dude.
Everyone has Jay's number now.
All right, everybody, take a minute and call Jay today for us.
Just call
please.
me
Just prank him.
Jay. Call me on the show fucking
Number.
thing, not
Thingy.
the
It's
goddamn.
on top of the screen.
216-584-5718 to the Epic Radio Show.
This is ridiculous. Like, he's been on the
Somebody
show
could
how
call in and
long?
impersonate Jay and do Playing with Balls for us, actually.
Someone
How long
please.
has he been on the show, Jay?
216
Call me on the damn show
5718 and pretend to be Jay Val and give us your take on the sports.
What is your
today.
opinion on sports
It's an
today?
open line. Somebody call in, please.
Someone.
You know?
Please, can you call us?
Yeah. And talk to us about sports. Because-
Please. We don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, we have somebody on the line.
Oh, who is
There
this?
we go.
Oh.
Why would you call my number? You know we don't use that number for the show.
That's...
Never in the history of the show. We've always had the 216-584-5718. And that is the number I called you. So I
It's
use it through the
different.
desktop though. I haven't used it through the phone in probably a year. Oh no, it wasn't. Stop it. Anyways, on that fucking note, we're gonna do the intro. We're gonna do the intro for his damn segment, and then we'll do that. So
Let's do this, people.
all right.
All right.
What do you got for us?
We're back. So what I got for you guys on sports today, we're playing with Ballz, the Epic Radio Show. I got some good stuff for you guys.
Yay.
The NHL today, we're going to talk about the Blue Jackets. They went against the Wild 2 times in a row, actually. Lost both games. The last one, they lost 5-0. And actually, if you want to watch the Blue Jackets that aren't really doing too well, the next game is today at 7 p.m. against the Canucks. So if you guys want to see the Blue Jackets, they're going to play today at 7 p.m. against the Canucks.
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 Next segment, we're going to do the Major League Baseball. The Indians in spring training right now, they are 2-4. They just lost the last game against the White Sox 8-3. And the next game for them today is against the Diamondbacks at 3:05. So if you want to catch the Indians today, they play at 3:05 spring training against Diamondbacks. Again, they're 2-4, so they're not looking too hot. They got a lot of injuries in the pitching staff, so we'll see what they do, man. But moving on to the NBA, we have the Cleveland Cavs. They actually lost to the Pacers 113-104. They were looking pretty good there for a minute when they got Andre Drummond. But, you know, they're
because they won like 2 games in a row, and then it's been kind of
and now they're 17-43, so they're gonna look to have a pretty good draft spot in the lottery, hopefully.
for sure.
And their next game is against the Jazz tomorrow at 7 p.m. So if you guys want to catch the Cleveland Cavs tomorrow at 7 p.m., they will play the Jazz. And I gotta say, with the Cavs, Colin Sexton, there were people out there giving him some bad stuff, you know, like bad reviews and stuff. But I'm going to tell you what, this kid, we picked him 8th overall in the draft, and Colin Sexton is averaging almost 20 points a game, 19.9 actually, and he's maturing a lot, and he's showing that growth that you should see in a rookie. I mean, he was a rookie last year, but his second year he jumped up. He's doing a lot better. And this is a guy that they can actually put some pieces around. And one of those pieces actually is Larry Nance Jr. And I love this guy, Larry Nance Jr. Yeah. So, like, we actually got, through the Irving trade, Kyrie Irving, which Kyrie Irving right now looks like a mess. Like, he's a beast, but he went to Boston, didn't get along with teammates. You know, and without Kyrie, the one year, if you remember, he took the Cavs, Boston took the Cavs to 7 games, and the Cavs beat them, but they took them 7 games, and they didn't even have Kyrie Irving. So that proved that they didn't need Kyrie Irving. So I think it made him a little mad. So he went to Brooklyn, and now he's out for the season, but he's still, like, he's just crazy, man. He doesn't he's not a team guy. He's very selfish. But with that Irving trade, I did say we did get Sexton and Larry Nance Jr. out of that trade. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
For sure. And the thing about Kyrie also is I think he's batshit crazy.
Yeah, he is. Exactly.
He is, because I mean he's a flat earther and he has all
Yeah,
these
he's like the
weird
Earth's
thoughts.
flat. And
Yeah,
blah, blah,
like
blah.
he's
Yeah.
like really like I honestly I think he has like the beginning stages of like schizophrenia.
Ooh.
Yeah,
like
he-
seriously,
he's
because
crazy.
if you listen to him in interviews and how he talks about certain things, like he always kind of there's always like a conspiracy, and it like even like with teams, like he thinks they're out to get him. He thinks like you know what I mean, like it's very like seriously, like it seems kind of like that's like a thing with him. He doesn't trust
Yeah.
people.
Man, yeah, and he's not a team guy. So
Yeah.
like, it was awesome. The thing that the article I read about this said that when he was with the Cavs, LeBron James's power and personality brought the best out of Kyrie Irving and actually kept him in check. Because that's the type of guy LeBron James is. He is that alpha male type guy.
Yeah.
Well, but Kyrie felt some way like he wanted to be the lead guy somewhere, and when he went to Boston, he wasn't the lead guy because
Well, he didn't
them
have
guys,
that person. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have a LeBron James, but I'll tell you what, the team did better without Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
The record was better in Boston without Kyrie, and when he was on the court, the record was worse because he's not a team guy at all. And you're correct. You're correct about everything you said. But anyways, moving on, we're going to go to Ohio State.
Okay.
All right. So anyways, today, Ohio State. Today, the basketball team is going to play number 19. Guess who it is, man? It's that rival, Michigan.
Yeah.
We're going to play number 19, Michigan. Ohio State's ranked 23. They're 19-9 and number 8 in the Big Ten. And I'll tell you what, if they can beat Michigan, that will jump them up some spots because they're ranked number 19. And again, we're ranked number 23. But I think the Buckeyes can do it and go OH.
I-O.
There we go, baby.
I-O.
So that's all the Ohio State news I got for you. We got some guys coming up in the draft. Ohio State got a lot of guys coming in the draft. And after all that, after the process and all that, I'll have a lot of news on those guys as soon as the draft, the combine and stuff's over. So,
Gotcha.
but moving on to the last segment, the NFL.
Yep. Are you talking about the Browns?
Anyways, yeah, I'm talking about the Browns, the Cleveland Browns, or let me just say, I'm a Browns fan, and I hate to say this, but the Cleveland Clowns. They are the Cleveland Clowns to me right now, and I'm going to tell you why, because it's going to be a big subject, and a lot of people are probably going to get pissed off about this. So Joe Schobert is one of our best linebackers, and he will not be coming back to the Browns. He will hit free agency.
Jesus.
Yeah, Joe Schobert will not be back with the Browns, and I am fed up, man. This GM, Andrew Berry, I'm telling you right now, this dude is a mess, and I'm sick of this guy already, man. He is not a GM. Get him the hell out of here. You had one of the best GMs in the league with with Dorsey, and Andrew Berry's he's a clown. So listen, Joe Schobert, all right, had 4 interceptions last year, 2 forced fumbles, 2 sacks, and 133 tackles. He wants $10 million a year. Now, let me tell you what else he does. He's a Mike linebacker, and he runs the damn defense. And he's smart. He can read plays. He's worth the $10 million. You sign him. We have cap space to sign him. Andrew Berry's a joke, and he needs to get the hell out of here. Because I'm telling you right now, you want to see some names that when he was in here last time, when he was hired last time, you want to hear some names that he let go? Let's start with Alex Mack, Pro Bowl center. Mitchell Schwartz, right tackle, right guard, that actually just won the damn Super Bowl with the Chiefs. Travis Benjamin with the Chargers, and Tayshaun Gibson, which is a B safety. This dude does not need to be in here. And I'm telling you what, being a Browns fan right now, you need to be very afraid because this dude running the team is not legit, and he shouldn't be in the office.
Yeah. How did you feel about that Baker Mayfield thing with that announcer?
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to do that. Baker Mayfield, I kind of get what he's saying because he is an effing midget. For serious. I mean, the Browns, leave it up to the Browns to draft quarterbacks that are freaking 4'11".
Wow.
I mean, Jesus. And this dude, he better get better, man, because he looked out of shape as hell at all the press conferences. Like, dude, are you serious? You're already short as heck. You better get back in shape, dude. Because, listen, being small like that, you need to freaking be able to run sometimes, because I'll tell you what, our line is shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyways, the whole Baker Mayfield, the announcer.
Yeah.
Ever since Baker was drafted, he criticized him. So they had beef going on back to when he was drafted. But I'll tell you what, I take his side, the announcer's side on this, actually.
Well, I think part of it was because he used the word midget, but it's like, dude, like...
Yeah, dude, it's 2020, man. Everybody says some crap, and everyone's so sensitive. Wah, wah, wah. I mean, it's like, dude, look, everyone needs to stop being vaginas.
Oh, wow.
And just live life. I didn't say the other word because of you.
Well, I know.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, but anyways, the culture these days, they're so sensitive on everything. It's like anything you do nowadays is wrong. Who cares, man? They're midgets. I mean,
God damn.
You want us to say small people? Like, come on, like
little people.
Okay,
I mean,
little people, small people.
The thing is,
the definition of a midget is small people, little people.
Like and the thing is, like, I never even thought that was a derogatory term. I just thought that's what people call them.
I felt that way about retards.
Listen, that's because everyone is.
The only time I ever felt like it was like a derogatory is when it was used for my penis.
Well, yeah, listen, yeah, no, yeah.
Bring the midget into bed.
Listen, yeah, right. Listen. So everyone is soft as Charmin tissue right now, and they can't take anything. So it's like, even with the transgender community and all that, and you can't even say him or her anymore. You have to say I don't understand all that crap, but. It's so weird. Everyone's so touchy about anything, man. It's ridiculous. Like, listen, man, if our World War II veterans were still around, these dudes would look at everybody like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, but Jay, World War II veterans aren't around, and this is the day and the age that we live in now, man.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, we live in a soft as a pillow time.
Things change, man.
Yeah, it does.
I know, man.
And you know what? Hopefully you'll live long enough to see them change again, probably,
Yeah.
Everything goes in cycles.
Cool. Listen, it's cool. I'm cool with everyone. I love everyone, man. I think everybody should get along. But the thing is, man, you can't be so, soft about stuff, man. I mean, get some tough skin about it, man. You gotta don't be so
open
soft
to criticism, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
But anyways, no, I mean,
anyways, get back on subject. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. With the whole Baker Mayfield thing, I kind of agreed with the announcer because he's telling the truth, man. Dude, the dude is. We drafted two quarterbacks in a row. We drafted are they're 6 feet or under. It's like, dude, we had quarterbacks we could have drafted. Let's see, the guy that's in the office now. And if you're listening, Andrew Berry, you suck. You're not a good GM. You're crap. And get the hell out of town. But anyways.
Oh, wow.
No, listen, I can't stand this guy. He's a shitty GM, man. He thinks he's smart. You're not smart, dude. You're letting Joe Schobert walk. You're an idiot. And then, I mean, who are you going to replace him with? We have no linebackers. And then, another thing he did was, and I talked to you about this, Epic, was here's some quarterbacks that he passed on when he was in office.
Yes.
Dak Prescott.
Yep.
Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
Carson Wentz.
Yep.
Who was he's a MVP caliber quarterback. He trades the number two pick to the Eagles and gives up Carson Wentz to the Eagles.
Yeah.
This dude's an idiot. As soon as I heard they were hiring him, I'm like, dude, I'm a diehard Browns fan, but my heart was like, you know what? I'm rooting for Baltimore. Like I'm done with it.
It's getting that bad. Me and him were talking about it again.
Man. I'm done with it,
it's
man.
So
I am
bad,
done with it.
man.
I'm not gonna go another fucking 20 years watching this team be shitty, man. That's just it. I can't do it no more. I'm fed up because the owners are idiots and they got it right when they hired John Dorsey.
Yeah.
The only thing that was wrong was Freddie Kitchens was a rookie head coach. I would have gave him a second year because now you just hired a dude that has no head coaching experience.
Right.
And Freddie Kitchens had one at least.
Exactly.
And he can learn and watch from his mistakes.
I agree
and John Dorsey should have been in the building. And John Dorsey walked because Haslam said, we're going to let DePodesta pick the coach. Yeah, a baseball guy that lives in California that's never here to run the team. A baseball guy that knows nothing about football, you let him pick the coach. Are you an idiot, man? Like, this team is just... You cannot write...
I know, like, it's crazy. And you know what's really interesting about all that, too, is, like, it starts from the top because this owner is a moron. He has no idea what it takes to own a football. And the thing is, too, he puts his nose in the middle too much. It's like, dude, you own the team.
Look, even that, and his wife has say-so and shit. What the hell does she know about football like that, man? Like, come on, dude. Like, you don't even know nothing about football, and I'm sure your wife doesn't. I mean, I know you're probably fans and watch football, and not saying women can't run teams because we have women being hired now, which is awesome in the NFL.
Well, Jay, remember, it could always be worse. We could have gotten Condoleezza Rice.
That's true.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna stick up for her. I think she would have ran this team better than fucking who's running it now.
That's true. I agree.
I think Condoleezza Rice would have been awesome. Like, she probably would have been, dude. She probably would have been the first female GM to like win a Super Bowl or something, bro. Like, I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
But what these guys are doing, it's ridiculous, man. I am ready.
I mean, she's been in positions of power. She knows how to run people.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I think in that aspect,
Go ahead.
Do you
know? Sorry to cut you off. Do you know what Andrew Berry said?
What?
I'm open to listen to trade offers for Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Did you see the tweet from Odell Beckham Jr.? He's done.
What'd he say?
He says
no, I
he's
did
done.
not.
He's done.
Huh?
Odell Beckham Jr. says he's done with football.
No, he's not.
Yeah, that's what he said. Where is it at? Let me see if I can bring it up on my tweet line.
I'm gonna bring it up right now. There's no way he said that. That's gotta be fake.
Odell,
hey,
I'm
like
done playing football.
like my dude.
Here
listen,
it is, man.
Like my dude Donald Trump says that's fake news.
Hey, this is February 29th at 2:16 p.m. Odell Beckham Jr. I'm done playing football. I just want to be an announcer.
No, this is seriously. This is straight from his Twitter.
This is the real Odell Beckham.
If you Google OBJ Browns, it brings up his name, and the first thing that pops up is his Twitter, and it says, "I'm done playing football. I just want to be an announcer now."
Yep.
Yeah, but he has laughy faces. He's joking.
No, I get it, but
yeah,
for him playing. I mean, it says he's joking, but after, I don't know, like there's a rumor about Tony Romo's rumor deal with, and he's like, man, I'm done playing football, man.
Me too.
Because it's so stupid. Like, this is so stupid.
You know what? This franchise is a joke. You got one of the best receivers in the damn league. We'll see what happens, but if they trade Odell Beckham, man, what we gave up for him, and then the right tackle we gave up. Like, I'm so done with this team, man.
Yeah.
I will be, and call me a bandwagon fan because, you know what? I sat in a restaurant one day and a kid said to me, I was talking to him, I was like, you like the Browns? What did he say? He's like, no, I'm a Baltimore fan. I said, well, how are you a Baltimore fan? You live in Cleveland. He said, well, my dad was a Baltimore fan, and like when he was a Browns fan, but when the team left, he followed them. So you know what? I don't think it's too bad to hop over and root for the Baltimore Ravens. because that's our franchise, man. That's our golden franchise that was here when we were going to the playoffs and almost close to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And in 1995, we probably could have went to the Super Bowl, but the team heard they were leaving and they just gave up. Dude, that's the franchise right there, Baltimore. When they left, I should have just jumped on and been a Baltimore Ravens fan because this Browns crap is pissing me off, and I'm done. And I bet you I'm not the only fan that feels like this.
I know you're not, because I've been actually done for a while. Like, I've been done before you. Like, I mean, I talk about it, I follow it. I try to get excited when the new season starts and everything. But
we're always like next year.
I'm tired of saying that shit, man.
Yeah. Dude, I'm done with it. I'm tired
too.
of saying next year. I'm done with it.
And the thing is, I'm honestly I'm kind of like, I feel like I don't know, like
So listen, all I gotta say is this: the helmet that's on the screen right next to my picture right now.
Yep.
One day, when you see a different helmet, I don't know what team, don't know what team yet, but when you see that helmet change, you know that I've given up, and that's it. And then I'm gonna report on a different team, or maybe, hey guys, the audience, if you guys got a team you want me to report on that school, because I'm honestly getting sick and tired of doing Browns reports. I mean, it's all just negative. It's all just negative crap that just brings me down. Like Joe Schobert's leaving. Oh, great, yeah, 133 tackles, crazy number, 4 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 sacks.
And that was just last year, right?
Yeah, last year, just 1 year. And you're going to let this guy... Dude, the dude had 2 games where he had 2 interceptions apiece. And he's a linebacker. He's not a corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
Dude.
I get you. I feel your pain. What I feel like with that, I don't think we're going to go that drastic and never report on the Browns. So what I think I'll do, though, is we'll keep the Browns part shorter. And if we find another team that people want us to report on, we'll switch to them too.
So everyone, all the fans will have a vote. So all the fans, whatever team, you guys all post the team, and whatever team you post will go on the news on that.
Jay,
I don't even care if it's Pittsburgh.
No,
no
Pittsburgh.
If it's Baltimore.
No.
I'm good, man. I'll do Pittsburgh.
No,
my boy Joe Hayden plays for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Joe Hayden's good stuff, but no Pittsburgh.
Bro, I know Joe Hayden personally. I used to work on his house.
Hell yeah.
Every Thursday.
Jay was the pool boy.
Every Thursday. No, I wasn't the pool boy. I cut his lawn and edged it.
He was the landscaper.
He was a landscaper.
He was manscaping.
Yeah, he lived in Strongsville, man.
What was that?
But yeah, anyways, dude, he was awesome. But the funniest crap, I gotta tell you this before I go. Joe Hayden lived in his house. Beautiful house, beautiful wife. He had like Range Rovers all over the place. He had this orange Lambo that he used to drive. He's a cool dude. When you meet him, you're like, damn, you're small as hell, because he's like a little bit taller than us, Epic, but I mean, he's cocky. Yeah. But like, dude, you're just like, damn, you play in the NFL? It makes me think like I should have played in the NFL. But yeah, but the funniest thing is, before I go, he lives in this house, and next door to him, I swear to God, these guys, because these are like Richie people, they had the biggest flag I've ever seen hanging on their house, like on the front. And guess what that team was?
Steelers.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, right next to Joe Hayden.
That is hilarious, though. Yeah.
When he played for the Browns, it was so funny. But he left us in. You know what? I think Joe went to Pittsburgh for one because the organization is good, but also to be close to home because he has a business here. Ew. Anyways, sorry.
What was that about?
Nothing. Never mind.
Oh.
What the hell?
Damn it! I forgot I was on air and I said that.
Ew.
Ew, man. The cat threw up and I stepped in it.
You damn cat. They're guarded for you, man.
These cats hate me, man. They piss in my shoes. They freaking puke.
Oh, my God.
Nasty. All right, but anyways, man, guys, that's Playing with Balls.
Okay.
I love you guys. I love the
That
fans.
was the best, yes.
I love you guys. I love the fans. And do a great job on the show, guys.
All right,
I love
thank
you. Guys.
you. Yep.
Wow.
Bye.
Bye.
And that was Playing with Balls, guys.
That was
And
ball
that is
time.
the show. Thank you
Jay's
guys for joining us.
Woo.
Whoever's left, it looks like there's only 4 people watching.
Jay's having a hard time with the pussy, huh? It's terrible, man.
Oh, yeah. Seems like it.
Seems that way.
But anyways, you guys can catch us a little later when I upload this to iHeartRadio and Spotify and whatnot.
And
You can
whatnot.
also download an app for Amazon Fire Stick. All you have to do is look it up, the Epic Radio Show, download it, and watch. I still have not been able to figure out if we go live or not on there. I don't know. Other than that, you guys have a great week. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure
Thanks,
to buy
Allison.
some merch. It
Buy
is
some merch.
located on our website, theepicradioshow.com.
Meet us under the bridge.
I'm working on bringing new content to the site. I'm trying to get some writers to write some blogs and articles for us to get some more traffic.
Traffic. Merch.
Anybody else have anything before we go?
Chris.
You caught me off guard. No, I think I'm good. I'm ready for a nap.
I'm ready for a nap.
Yeah, my Geritol's wearing
Yep,
off.
yep.
Yeah. All right,
Well, I
guys.
guess that's it.
You have anything?
No.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next week with Aspen Luzier. And she is the wife of drummer
Ray
Ray
Luzier
Luzier from Korn.
Yeah.
And she has a charity, or like, not a charity. It's not a charity. It's a organization that helps people, and she wants to talk about
Which
that.
is awesome.
It is a cool thing.
It is really cool.
Very
so
cool.
she's going to talk a little bit about that. So we'll see you guys next week, next Sunday, after the time change.
After the time change.
Yep.
I felt that way. I felt like that was today, honestly. Like, I was like, oh, man.
Yep, spring ahead. So don't forget to set your clocks 1
Yeah, your
hour
phone,
ahead.
Your phone will do it for you.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
realize
true.
all your other clocks will
I
be
gotta get up
wrong.
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allison.
Yeah, thank you,
And
Allison.
we'll see you guys next week. And I'll keep you guys posted on if we set up a outside show somewhere.
Yeah.
We should have another
However that
fundraiser
goes.
here in the next couple months.
Let's do it.
I think that would be fun. Get
Oh,
some
yeah.
food, get some drinks, hang out.
He'll go back to his stripping days and he'll
Yeah.
perform for
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
Woo woo.
So I'm gonna get some things together for
Stories from
2020.
the brass
And we're
bowl.
gonna have a lot of fun this year.
Woo.
Especially once the weather breaks. I
Woo.
hate the winter, so
He's all,
I'm not doing
You
shit
know, not doing nothing.
until the weather breaks.
Not a damn thing.
But thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. And as always, make life epic.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
No!
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and the fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.